All right, welcome to Danville. Been jumping through some hoops, trying to get everything hooked up and ready to go, but I think we're good. It is YouTube only this afternoon. Facebook will not connect here in the Danville Wi-Fi, so let me see if I don't need the score be 2-0, but here we go.
We're starting.
Yeah, junior girls off first.
Gullet tries to get it down to Josie Hull and comes up a little bit short and gets picked off. Danville's going to bring it down. Number 11's got it on the wing, dribbles down, gets it underneath, gets partially blocked by Duval, saved in by Cotton. Cotton's got it, going to clear it out. Duval's going to bring it down the floor, kick it up to Gullet. Gullet back to Duval. Duval's pass gets picked off. And number 13 is going to clear it out with a nice, easy layup. Gullet's going to try to get it down to Keeling. The ball gets tipped out. Going to be Hector's ball on the baseline here. Started quick.
Yeah.
Danville's up 2-0. Kicks it out to Keeling at the top. Keeling's going to dribble it over. Comes in. Nice, easy layup on the right side. Look good right there. Tie the ball game up with 5:10 here in the first. Hector's in there patented 1-3-1 way out top. Cotton's working the top of it. Kicks it back over. Cotton gets a piece of it. Slow the play down. Ball's kicked all the way over. Keeling with the steal. Keeling's all by herself as she goes down on the left-hand side. Nice, easy layup, and it's good.
4-2 Lady Wildcats.
Danville's going to bring it back across. Cotton's out front. Cotton's got a pick. She's going to take it all the way to the goal herself. Comes up. No call there. Josie Hull with the follow. She gets fouled on the putback. She's going to go to the line to shoot a couple of them.
It's a good pick off there by Cotton.
You bet. Let her pick up the dribble and then back off. I liked it. Heads up play right there. Hull's first is good.
I'll tell you what, it's warm in here, Wes.
It's warm up here on top for sure. This Hull's second one rims off. Cotton with the rebound, looking for a little help. Kicks it all the way over. Gullet looks down, decides to take it herself, goes in, kicks it over to Keeling, and the ball is going to go out of bounds. That's going to go Danville's way off Keeling's hands. Pass was a little strong, but it was there. We got a jewelry situation here. Cotton's got it taken care of. She's going to get back out on top of the 1-3-1 here.
Somebody forget to take out an earring or something?
Necklace, I think is what that was. 13's bringing it up. Got a pick right here from Gullet. Gullet jumps in front of that one. Takes it up. Nice, easy layup right there. That's good stuff. Hector's really jumping in the passing lanes right now early. 13's going to bring it down. She's going to dribble it back across the top, behind the back. Fancy ball handling. Ain't got nowhere to go with it. Kicks it down to 20. 20 goes up. A little long, and Gullet's going to come away with the rebound right there. Clears it out. It's a good rebound. Good, strong rebound right there. She kicks it down to Keeling wide open. Keeling's going to work it around, kick it up. A little short, get her own rebound. Kicks it out. Gullet's going to gather it up. Kicks it over to Duval at the top. Duval's going to kick it all the way back over to Keeling in the corner. Kicks it back out to Gullet. And Gullet's going to lose it on the floor. 13's going to come away with it. Cotton's going to get called for a reach right there. A little bump on the backside. I apologize to Danville. I don't have any names. Just going to go off numbers this afternoon, but I'll do my best.
This is very quickly thrown together, and off and running we went. So
13 comes across the timeline with 3:20 left. Ball gets loose. Kicked out, and Gullet with another steal out at top. Nice, easy layup's good. It's going to push it up 9-2 for the Wildcats right here. As we're about 3 minutes left here in the first quarter, and Cotton gets in the passing lane, makes them throw it out of bounds. That's a great job right there. Danville's going to call timeout, and coach going to talk it over with them. That's good defense.
And one camera set up, one monitor, one camera. It's the condensed version of what I do at home. And
you do a fine job wherever you're at, sir. Don't let nobody kid you.
And so a lot of camera movement going to be happening. If you know somebody, I'm going to try to get the link out here in a bit to on the Wildcat Nation page on Facebook. But if you know somebody that's looking for it, tell them it's on YouTube. I tell y'all that a lot when we are not able to go to both. But it's just how the cards were dealt this time.
After the timeout, it's going to be Hector's ball. Hull's going to get it in here to Gullett. Gullett's going to bring it through, kicks it over to Cotton. Cotton about 18 feet, a little short. Ball realms off as they come down. Going to kick it down. Keeling's going to come away with a steal, gets it knocked away from her, and Danville's going to knock it out of bounds on the far sidelines. That's a good hustle all the way around. Number 20 on Danville was getting after it too. Ball gets into Gullett. Gullett's going to bring it across the timeline here. Kicks it over to Keeling. Keeling surveying. She gets inside, gets triple team. They're going to call a foul right there. Looks like number 33 might have got her on the – oh, they called a charge on Keeling there.
So here, going to take another look at it real quick. But, yeah, she came blasting in there pretty good.
1-3-1 up top. Cotton's got her hemmed up now. Number 11's got it. Going to kick it down low. Keeling swats it out of there. That's a good defense. Number 11's got it again. She comes across out to 13. 13 up with a shot, and it's good. Three-pointer by number 13. Bottom of the net. Gullett kicks over to Duval. Duval's coming down the floor. Backs it back out. Kicks it back up to Gullett. They're going to set up the offense here. Kicks it out to Cotton. Cotton's bringing it back up to the top. Kicks it all the way over to Hull in the corner. Hull with the open three. She's long. Duval's in there fighting for the rebound. Saves it back in. Gullett's got it on the wing after the save, and it's get picked off by number 13. 13's wide open for a layup right here. She's good. Hull's got it. Dribbling into a double team here. Needs some help. Kicks it over to Cotton. Cotton's going to get it across the timeline, pull it out. Kicks it over to Gullett. Gullett's open on the wing. Three is in and out. I mean halfway down and out. Duval with a pick from behind right there. Slaps it out to Gullett. Coach Casey's wanting them to set up a little offense right here as Gullett brings it down the left-hand side. She's going to bring it all the way back across. Kicks it over. Number 13's active. Boy, that 13 from Danville's all over the court. Yeah. She is active. Duval with a little jumper. She's long. Going to be saved in by Cotton. That's going Danville way.
Under a minute left here in the first.
They're going to bring it across with about 50 on the clock here. Cotton's backing up off of her. She's picked it up early. Keeling goes for it and misses. Need a little help right here. Cotton's going to step over. Duval, we got a double team. And they're going to call a foul down here. Looks like on Duval. Might have got a reach right here. No, they're calling it on Hull. Said she got her on the arm.
Three-point shot.
3 points a little off, and boy, I tell you, there's a lot of hands right there as Gullett had everybody boxed out on that side for the rebound. Duval's going to get it into about the half-court line for Hull. Hull's going to dribble down, kicks it to Keeling, a little bit tall for her. A little bit tall. It's going to be Danville's ball with 30 ticks left here in the first quarter. Danville's going to bring it down. Going to try to kick it over. 21's got it. They're going to kick it down to number 20. She's partially blocked right in there by Duval. Hull's going to come out with it. Keeling's going to come up with it. 21's going to take it away from her. That path's going to be short. Gullett's going to clear it. Gullett's going to clear it. They're going to call a foul on her for swinging her arms.
Yeah. I remember back in the day, you could get away with some elbow throwing, but that was back in the Pee Wee day.
Well,
I talk about.
She didn't throw no elbows. Her arms were extended, but still yet. I mean, there should be a vicinity. I mean, if they're all over you like that.
Yeah.
Shot out the top right there, and Keeling's going to clear the board over to Gullett. I don't know. They didn't really call anything, I don't think. Maybe a travel right there. I don't know. I didn't see a foul get put on the board, so I have no idea.
9-7 at the end of one. And
it's tough, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, lots of good defense on both ends right here, for sure.
See if I can get to my YouTube stuff and get a link, but I have to do it on my phone because I can't get to it on my computer. I'm going to go ahead and get myself set up for the next quarter. And the other thing that's kind of messing with me, it seems really quiet up here. It's because I don't have the other mic attached.
Yeah.
And you're not hearing everything going on in the gym all at once. So if it sounds a little hollow to y'all at home, there's a reason for that.
A lot quieter on the road, seems like.
Yeah. Well, and it's early. Not as many fans in here quite yet.
Danville's got it over on that side, and 21's going to work it down. Try to kick it in the middle. Hull gets partially blocked. 13's on the floor. Got a timeout, Danville. I heard him yell it from up here. He got it called.
Oh, well, I can tell y'all that I have seen the junior high district brackets.
Uh-oh.
The girls are going to be coming in as the number 2 seed. Mountainburg number 1. I can't tell you who they're going to be waiting to play. I can't remember those matchups exactly, but
I think this game here may have bearing on it. If Danville wins, it might change the bottom a little bit. I don't know.
I don't know that it's going to have much of a bearing, but it might. Some things might change. It depends on.
I don't know which game counts, the first one or the second one. A lot of times.
It's usually the one. In junior high, it's one. One of them will.
A little runner there from 20, a little long, and Hull's going to clear the rebound. Kicks it back over Keeling. Keeling is going to bring it down the floor. She's going to cross the timeline here. Kicks it to Hull. Hull's back over Gullett. Gullett's going to swing down. Cotton's got it on the wing. Cotton's three-pointer's a little bit long. Keeling tips it to herself. Everybody clears out. Keeling gets fouled but cannot finish. She's going to go to the line here, shoot 2.
My mom says she's in the kitchen, but it sounds pretty good to her. So thank you for that, Sandy.
That's what we want to hear. Keeling's first free throw's good.
Makes it 10-7.
Second free throw's good.
Tell you what, these Keeling kids, they are some good ball players. Sister is about as impressive of a ball player as Landon, senior high.
We got a pick off here as they try to get it under the goal to Gullett, and Gullett's going to clear it and come down. Crosses the timeline, goes all the way to the corner, kicks it back out to Keeling. Keeling's wide open for the 3, and it's a little long, but it's going to clear out to Gullett in the corner. Gullett's got it, kicks it over to Duval. Duval's going to work it down, kicks it out to Cotton. Cotton's going to come back across, kicks it all the way over to Hull. Hull's going to come in the middle of the lane, little runner, little long, kicked out by Keeling. Danville's fighting for it. Cotton's fighting for it. That's good hustle right there. Number 11 on Danville and 8 of Cotton. They're both getting after it.
Mm-hmm.
Hull's going to step out. Looks like Jade Morrow's going to step in here. Give Hull a little bit of a breather.
Cotton set to inbound.
Gullett takes the inbounds pass. And come all the way over to this corner. Gets tied up right here. Kicks it out to Duval. Duval's going to kick it over to Cotton. Cotton, 15-footer, is good. Finally rolls around and goes in. I was beginning to wonder if that one was going to roll off. Halfway down and come almost all the way back out. She kicks it over to 13 for Danville on the wing, and she's going to work it back across the top. She tries to kick it down. Duval's going to get called for a foul right there. Duval got caught on the wrong side of the girl underneath right there. She's got to get on the outside of her.
Yeah.
First free throw's off.
Both teams sitting with one team foul apiece. And that was
Second
Duval's
free
first.
throw's off. Gullett's going to come down with it. It's going to be a jump ball. That's going to go Hector's way. Looks like they got a full court man-to-man pressure here. They're going to kick it into Duval. Duval is going to go. And they're going to say she stepped on the line.
Well, I had the wall down there in front of me, so I couldn't see it from my angle.
Can't see that line either. They're going to kick it down here. Kick it all the way over. Keeling with the steal. Keeling is going to take it all the way to the goal. Layup's good. It's going to make you score 15-7 Wildcats at the moment. As Danville brings it right back across the timeline, kicks over here to number 21. 21 gets it back over to 11. And the layup's off. Gullett's going to kick it out to Duval. Boy, she needs to gather the ball and quit trying to dribble before she catches it. But
just couldn't secure
Duval
it.
kicked it out of bounds there. As Danville's going to have it again. Keeling tried with a steal right there. 13 dribbles in. She's a little off. Ball gets kicked back out to number 11. Jade Morrow is going to bring it down on the rebound. It's going to get tied up for a jump ball.
I'm going to stay down here on this end with the Lady Little Johns.
Yeah.
First of 3 games tonight, junior girls, followed up by the senior girls and senior boys.
It's going to get kicked out there in the wing. Number 20, she's going to kick it back up top to 11. 21's up for the shot, and it's long. Rebound's going to be brought down by Danville, and they're going to throw it off Keeling's legs out of bounds. Number 13 cleared the board and couldn't get out of the trap. Going to kick it out to number 20. She's surveying. Jade Morrow with a block. Jade's going to come out of there with it. Throw it up to Cotton. Cotton's running the floor. Pulls it out for 3. A little bit long. Oh. That was Gullett come in there and stripped it away on the rebound. Goes up and gets fouled. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Heads up play right there by Gullett.
It was a good-looking shot by Cotton.
Yeah,
just
it was.
Swirled in and out. And then
That's the second one of hers that's went halfway down and shot back out.
Gullett just slid right in there and snatched it out.
Gullett's first free throw was a little bit long. Second one is good. Hector's going to slide back into the 1-3-1. It's 16-7 right here. Thirteen's got it. Working on Duval in the corner. Spin move. It's off. She's trapped in the corner right there. She throws it all the way back out the top, number 21. Blocked, and they're going to get a call there with 13 pushing in the back. It's going to be blue ball going the other way. Like I say, those hustle plays, they're hard to fathom. Can't get mad at them.
No.
Kicks it back over to Gullett. Gullett's got it on the right-hand wing. Kick it down to Mason. She's going to kick it all the way over to Jade Morrow. Jade's going to drive, go up for the shot, a little bit off. It gets kicked back out. Ooh. That ball's blocked right there. 13 got a big piece of that one. She's going to come down. She's going to go up for the layup. Layup's no good. She gets her own rebound, sticks it back. No good. Morrow's going to clear it. Kicks it out to Duval. Duval's going to get it up to Mason. Mason's got it on the wing. She goes around, comes all the way around, shots halfway blocked, and Keeling goes up. Duval's got it underneath, and she's going to be fouled and go the line for 2. That's the way to crash the boards right there. Yeah. All them girls getting in there after it. I like that.
Second and third chance opportunities.
That's what we want.
You got to make the most of them. And I'll tell you what, down here on this other end, I don't think Jade Morrow, I don't know that I'd want to go up against her trying to get a rebound.
No.
If she's on her game, she's good.
You bet. Duval's first one's good from the line. She'll have one more right here.
(17-7).
Duval's second, a little off. Rebound there by Gullett. She's going to walk it back out and reset it. That's going to go off her leg on the dribble. It's going to go Danville ball with 1:49 left in the second. Hector's going to switch back to a 2-3 zone here. Danville's going to walk it over and get it down to number 20 for a nice, pretty pass right there. Got it over everybody for the layup.
Hard baseball style pass down there.
You bet. Duval's dribbling through all the traffic, kicks it over, and it gets tipped out by number 20. Not a bad look there, just got a hand on it. It's going to be Hector's ball here on the sideline. Duval's got it on the wing. She's going to dribble down, kick it right back out to Gullett. Gullett's going to bring it around the middle of the lane, kicks it out. Mason's going to get called for a walk as she scooted that back foot.
Yep. It's that little fake out move that we talk about every now and then.
Yep. That's tough when they're watching that foot so close. I don't feel like her front foot moves on that, but I guess it does. Mason almost comes away with a steal right there. Number 11's got it on the wing, kicks it down. Morrow's going to get called for a reach right there. She got off balance and was falling into her. It's going to put number 20 for Danville at the line to shoot 2. First one is good.
It's like Cotton and Hull. Going to check in for Morrow and Duval.
Yep.
Give those two a breather.
Second one is off, and Keeling is going to clear the board and get out of there with it. She's going to pull up, kicks it over to Hull. Hull gets left all alone, tries to get it to Cotton. She's a little bit off. Danville saves it in right to Keeling, over to Gullett. Gullett, nice look right there by Eliza Keeling. Great cut by Gullett.
Yep.
That's what you like to see. Oh, Danville's got a loose ball over here. She's back court, and they didn't call it, but as they get it, try to get it back into 20 again. Hull's going to knock that one out of bounds. That's going to be Danville's ball on the baseline. She had 2 feet over and then went back across. I mean, that's the best I could see.
35.5.
Keeling's going to steal the inbound pass with 34 seconds left here in the second period. She's going to kick it over to Gullett. Gullett's going to bring it down to the middle. Goes right down the lane, steps through. Shot is no good. Partially blocked probably. Number 13's got it, and she's going to break free. Kicks it over to 20. 20 gets partially blocked by Keeling. Keeling gets another block, and then Keeling's going to gather it up. 14 seconds. She kicks it down to Gullett. Full court pass. Gullett
good
layup.
Play.
Good. Cotton's halting that inbounds pass. That's good stuff. And 13's three-quarter court, and it's a little bit off to the left, and that's going to do it for the first half here It'll be 21-10 Wildcats when we come back out.
Good first half. Junior high girls off to a 11-point lead here at the half. And like I said, this is the first of 3 games tonight. Following this one, we'll have the 2 seniors. Congratulations last night to the junior boys going down to Akron. That one off game there just on the road, and congratulations to them. They've won. I think that win last night got them the 3rd seed on the junior boys side of the bracket.
Went down there and took care of business. That's what you like to see.
But senior girls are out here probably about to get ready to go out there and do some warming up. They're asking a little bit of wisdom from Coach Freeman. We're going to kick it out to a short break, and we'll be back with you for the second half here in just a few minutes, right here on Cat TV. Welcome back to Danville. Ted Lyons Gymnasium, Steve Pfeiffer Court. And we're about ready to get rolling with the second half. Junior high girls, they went into halftime up by 11, 21-10. And hope to build on that as we get rolling here in the second half.
Tell you what, we do have a scoreboard that's got them. I'll try to give you some of them. For Danville, looks like number 13 has 7 and number 20 has 3, and that's their 10 points. And Hector, not all of them's on there. I believe Eliza Keeling has 8. Cotton has a couple. Well, we've got it inbounds here, so
I got board.
Duval's got it, kicks
there.
it down to Keeling. Kicks it back out, and that's a beautiful layup there by Gullett using the left hand. A lot of contact, still got it up and in. As she drives down the left side of the lane there. Hector's back to 1-3-1. Number 20 gets it down. 13's out for three-pointer. A little long. Goes out to number 21. Keeling going to throw it back to her. Pass got blocked there. 21's got it back out on the wing. They're having a little trouble up here at the top with them long arms. Hull's going to come up with a steal. Takes it down, takes it all the way over the right side. Up, little long on the layup. Duval cuts it off. Keeling steps in front for a steal. Tries to kick it back down. It gets stolen back by number 13. Keeling's going to touch it. Danville's going to save it, and that's going to be Hector's ball. Wasn't sure. I guess she thought it might have went off her hand, so she tried to save it in. Duval's going to have it here. Across the timeline. Try to get it to Hull and bounces it off her foot. Little pass too hard there. Number 20's got it, kicks it up. Leyland Gullett's going to clear it out. Slow it down a minute. Bring it down the floor. She loses it.
Get control.
Comes back across here. Going to go all the way in. Kicks it over to Keeling wide open on the block for 2. It's a good look right there.
Yeah.
Pull the defense, kick it over. Danville's going to bring it across the timeline. Number 21's got it, kicks it back over to 11, wide open at the top. Back over to 21. Keeling's going to block it. 21's going to fake the shot. 11's going to take it with a foot on the line, a little bit off, and Gullett's going to clear the rebound. Kicks it to Duval. Duval's going to bring it down. Goes on the sideline over there. Backs it back out, kicks it over to Gullett in the center of the court. Down to Hull, over to Keeling. Keeling drives in, a lot of contact. They're going to call a charge. Call a charge on Keeling.
Here.
I don't know.
See if I can spot it. That just looked like a regular old basketball play to me. Keeling.
When they're moving, she's moving. You just got to let it go. But you win some, you lose some. 21's going to get it across the timeline here as they walk it down. Gullett's got number 13. Gets her blocked off. Duval's out there on her now, knocks it loose. Lots of defense right here. 13. We got a rebound here by Hull. Hull's going to clear it out. Going to kick it over to Gullett. Gullett's going to clear it. Kicks it down to Duval. Duval kicks it over. Good look right there. Kicks it over. And that is Cotton on the other block wide open. Nice little layup right there. Makes it 27-10 Wildcats. Cotton's playing that defense. Gullett jumps the pass. She's got it all by herself as she goes down and goes up. Nice easy layup, and she's going to be fouled. Yep. Got her on the arm.
Tell you what, watching these girls and every team that Hector has on the court, I would be interested to know what kind of assist numbers we have. It's got to be huge.
Gullett's first one's good. Yeah, they are not
from
bashful.
Every team, from every team that we've got out.
Very little greed. They like to get it to the open person. That's a good thing. Gullett's second. A little long, front of the rim. I guess he's saying it hit something.
Well, it went up to the top of the
didn't hit anything,
backboard.
But he called
a lane violation.
A lane violation, I guess, on Danville. I don't know. Going to give him another free throw anyway. I don't know what the call was there. Had to be lane violations, only could be.
Yeah.
Gullett's second one, again, is off. Keeling with the rebound, puts it back for 2. It's going to make it 30-10 here with 3:02 left as Danville inbounds the ball. Hector standing 1-3-1. Cotton working on 13 out front. 13's going to take it all the way down to a trap. Cotton's going to knock it loose. Cotton's going to stay after it. Danville's going to grab it, clean it up. She's going to get it back over to 13. She's going to try to throw it off of Keeling. It don't work out that time. Keeling kicks it down to Cotton. Cotton, nice, easy layup on the other end. That's good defense. That is good defense. They are a scrappy bunch.
Did we miss some points down there at the desk? I'm showing 32 to 10.
Should be 32 to 10, yes. 21's got it at the free throw line. That ball's going to go back to Danville. Keeling's going to tip it out. It's going to be Danville ball on the baseline as they're waiting on somebody to go throw it in. Hector slides into a 2-3 zone. Number 20, Scrappy down there. She ain't big, but she's scrappy. She gets the ball underneath that goal. She uses that body well. It's going to be a jump ball as they get tied up there. I'm going to have a sub coming in for Danville. Looks like number 14 is going in for number 20. Gullett steps in front of that pass. Keeling breaks free going down the court. Gullett's pass is a little long. Keeling's going to gather it up, kick it out to Cotton, kick it back up to Gullett for 3. Top of the key, and it's good. Cotton's working hard up here on 13. Good defense. Ada Cotton. 21 comes across. Ball gets kicked free. 13 gathers it up about the half-court line. She's looking for some help. Kicks it down to number 3 in the corner. Kicks it down. Nobody's there. Tinley goes off her left hand as she tries to grab it. Out of bounds. It'll be Danville's ball. My score is a little more than theirs.
Yeah, they're showing 33-10 on the board. I've got 35.
35 sounds more right because it was 30 a few minutes. Now they've got 36.
Jimmy
shot
will line
at
them
the
up
top
here
of
in
the
a minute.
key there by number 13, goes off the front of the rim, bounces all the way out of bounds over on the sideline. Be Wildcat ball with 1:25 left in the third. And their score here in the gym says 36-10. Kicks it down to Hull. Hull takes it all the way in. A little long.
Oof.
Hull going to save it. Come right back around, and she's going to get it swatted out of bounds. Danville's going to sub 20 back in. Excuse me, as it's Hector's ball. Tinley Story's going to throw it in off the baseline down here. She's going to kick it out. Gullett's going to dribble in about 10, 12-footer, and it's good. It's a good-looking shot right there. 13's going to bring it around the right side and dribbles in, goes, goes all the way. Looks like got a reach there. Probably going to call it on Hull. 13 hit the ground hard.
Yeah.
Hope she's okay there. Seems to be fine.
Tell you what, as somebody that's walked around for the last couple of days with some back issues of his own, that whole look of landing on your tailbone down there on the hardwood, not pleasant.
Cannot feel good, that's for sure. 13's up with it. It's going to get cleared out by Keeling. She's a little long on her jumper there. Keeling's going to clear it and bring it down the floor. Hector's going to set up their offense with 45 seconds left right here. Hull wide open on the left wing. She's a little short. Cotton can't pull the rebound down. 13 clears it. Got somebody wide open, and she don't throw it high enough. Gullett clears it off. Kicks it down to Keeling. Keeling goes up, and they're going to call a foul.
Dr. H.
Scared me to death.
When the boss comes lurking.
When the boss comes up,
My boss.
She may be worried about who you got up here with you.
Waiting on that pink slip any day. No, I'm just kidding. I love what I do.
First free throw from Keeling.
No good.
Was a little off. Second one's off as well, but Gullett working hard in there on those boards, clears it off, kicks it over to Hull. Hull, 15-footer, little off. 13 clears it for Danville. She's a workhorse too now. They trap. Ball gets tipped. Gullett gets it, kicks it to Keeling. Keeling up for the layup. Going to get fouled and count it. Great play right there. I tell you what, these girls jump a passing lane as good as anybody.
Yeah.
They really do. That's going to make your score 40-10 here in the third with 13 ticks left on the clock. And Keeling at the line to finish up the three-point play if she can.
I tell you what, if they don't figure it out that something's gone a little bit off, I'll change mine. But they show 41, I show 40.
What they got. Keeling finishes off the three-point play. 13 kicks it down the corner to number 3. She's going to try to kick it down to number 20, and Hull's going to deflect that pass out of bounds.
2.8 seconds. Mine went a little bit long.
Danville's going to have it down here on the baseline. Going to kick it out to number 10. 10's going to kick it up and throws a little bit too far for number 13 there. Looks like Hector's going to wholesale everybody out at 41-10 for the fourth quarter. Coach Casey's going to run some new ones on here. These girls play hard.
Oh, yeah.
They jump passing lanes, get hands on a lot of passes. Get burned every now and then, like the first quarter. A few of them, got loose, and Danville come up with it and got easy layups. But whenever it rolls around toward that third quarter, they're still active.
Yeah.
A lot of gas in the tank.
I've been sitting here trying to watch Jimmy Stroud, any movement by Jimmy Stroud. I would figure that if anybody's going to know that the book and the board don't match, it's going to be Jimmy, and he'd probably let somebody know. But he may be looking at it saying, well, they've got us up by one more point. I'm not going to argue. And since he's not going to argue, I'm not going to argue either. We'll say 41-10, match what they have on their scoreboard. So one more quarter to go here in the junior high girls game.
See, looks like for the Wildcats, it's going to be Tinley Story. He's going to stay on the floor.
Mason.
Melody Mason.
Story, Birdwell,
and
Morrow, and Sophie Clifford.
Sophie Clifford.
In the corner.
That's the one I couldn't find there, yep. It's going to be your 5 working. Tinley's going to bring it over, kick it to Mason. Mason's going to dribble around, kick it out. Back up top to Birdwell. Birdwell's going to go right back over there, kick it to Mason. Mason's going to kick it all the way over to Story. Story's going to drive in, kick it out to Morrow. Morrow, shot fake, kicks it back up Birdwell, and that pass is going to get deflected. Danville's going to come away with it as 13 breaks through. And no call there. 13's going to come up with it, and looks like she's going to get hacked a little bit there. I think it was Clifford might have got her on the arm.
Clock.
No, they're calling it on Story.
Clock continues to run.
That 30-point deficit there. It's usually when they kick it in. First free throw, number 13's a little long. Got one more coming. Second one's good. Story's going to bring it across the timeline for the Wildcats here. She surveys, kicks over to Mason. Mason for 3, and it's rims in and out. Morrow with a big rebound, back up with it off. Sophie Clifford with a rebound, back up and in. Tell you what, they're still bashing on those boards. Yeah. I like it. Danville crosses the timeline with 4:40 on the clock. Pass is a little strong there. Goes off of number 12's fingers, and that's going to be Wildcat ball. And something about 4:29 on the clock here. Tinley's going to bring it across the line, kick it over to Birdwell. Birdwell sets. Three-pointer just a bit short. Clifford on that backside. Another putback. 4 quick ones from Sophie Clifford. Got a knack for that backside rebound right now. Number 13, ball was a little. Picks it up, kicks it over to 5. 5 kicks it over number 4. Number 4, quick release. Little short. Ball comes all the way back out the top. 31, little short. Mason's going to clear that board. She brings it across the timeline here. She's going to come all the way down, kick it to Clifford in the corner. Fake, goes baseline, up, off the board, just a bit long. Danville's coming back down the floor. Number 4 is going to kick it over to 13. 13 for the 3, a little short, and Mason's going to clear that board out. Mason's bringing it down the floor in a hurry. Kicks it out to Clifford at the top. Clifford all the way over to Morrow. Morrow cutting to the lane, gets bumped. They're going to call a block right there. Morrow's going to be shooting 2. Number 4. So they're going to call that one on for Danville as Morrow's going to step up for 2 shots.
So we got 3
First
girls
one's good.
heading to the desk, getting ready to check in.
3 for Danville, 3 for Hector. It's going to be Natalie Small is going to be going in for the shooter here. So there'll be a stoppage if she makes this one. Looks like we got Proctor going in.
14, is that Chronister?
Chronister went in. Proctor went in. Sophie Clifford with another big rebound here. Kicks it out right back to her. She tries to get it to Morrow. Pass a little long. Morrow's going to knock it loose. Morrow's hustling down the floor. She's going to get a hold of it. They're going to call Coach Casey's going to call a 30-second timeout to get his other sub in here with 2:20 left on the clock.
Okay.
So the 5 on the floor is going to be Chronister, Clifford, Proctor, Birdwell, and Small.
It'd probably help if I had my rosters out. I didn't pull them out of the bag, but
he's going to set them up, get them in the right defense and right offense. As the score looks at 46-11 right now, Wildcats.
Keith Milton made his way over to the YouTube chat. I'm proud of you, Keith. That's good work right there. We're adapting. Keith usually, I think he's told me before that his wife will watch it on a TV and he'll watch it on a phone, which it's a little bit odd to me, but to each their own. And but yeah, Keith has found the YouTube chat.
There's times me and my wife don't need to watch a game together either. So Birdwell's trying to get it across. Number 3's hounding her out there. Pretty good defense. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. Wildcat balls. They get it into Birdwell. Birdwell's going to come across. Dribbles it back across. Kicks it to Proctor. Proctor from the 3-point line. Little short. Guess who? Sophie Clifford back up with it. Could not quite get it to go that time. Danville's going to bring it across. Going to kick it down to the corner. Back out to 31 at the top. Back down on the block. Good defense right there. I believe that's going to be Wildcat ball. Good hustle right there by number 2. Just couldn't come up with it to save it for Danville. Hector's going to have it on the baseline with 1:30 left on the clock. As Danville subs a couple more. Be 1:17 when they finally get it inbounded here. Birdwell's bringing it down, surveying, kicks it over. Small kicks it down, kicks it back out to Small. Kicks it over to Birdwell, wide open in the corner. Little short. Sophie Clifford with the putback and the foul. I'm here to tell you, from playing with her daddy, she reminds me of him on that backside rebound. They can get it done.
Daughter of Boone Clifford.
You bet. Boone could get it done on that backside, and so can his daughter. Big rebound, big score. Finishes off the 3-point play with a free throw. Good job, Sophie Clifford.
Makes it 49-11. Last 30 seconds left.
Yeah, right. Clifford's out top on the 1-3-1. Kicks it over. Small's going to tip it. Clifford's going to grab it, clear it out of there. Chronister's going to bring it down, get it knocked away. She's going to gather it up, kick it to Proctor. Proctor's going to bring it across the timeline, back to Chronister. Back to Small. Small's going to turn, kick it down to Birdwell. Birdwell's going to drive in, gets partially blocked. And that should be Wildcat ball with 5 seconds left on the clock. And that's going to do it, folks. Final score here, 49-11 for your junior Lady Wildcats.
And like I said, unless there's more going on than I know of, I don't know that this has any bearing on the seeding for district tournament. But Lady Wildcats are going to come into next week's district tournament at number 2, and we'll be waiting on. I don't know. I can't remember. I saw the bracket, like I said, but I can't remember who the teams that would be playing that we would be waiting on would be. But it's a good win, 49-11. But it's one game in the books. Lady Wildcats getting the win. And coming up next will be the senior high Lady Wildcats. We'll wait on them to make their way out, and then we'll cut it to a short break and get ready for the next game.
Coach Casey's got to go in there and get his 2 pennies worth.
Yeah, gotta get in there and get the last minute instructions. Last game that Lady Wildcats, or last 2 games that Lady Wildcats have played against Danville. The last time I was in this building, we had the strange 3-point shot that was waved off, and Lady Wildcats came away with a win. And then back a few weeks ago at Hector, Lady Wildcats picked up another win to see if they can get another one tonight. Lady Wildcats made their way out. We got just under 6 minutes, and we're going to kick it out to a short break. We'll be back with you for the start of Senior High Girls here in just a few minutes, right here on Cat TV. Welcome back to Danville. Wes has gone to use a little bit of a bathroom break. And we're about ready to get the senior high girls lineups going. And I bet that we are going to do the pledge and national anthem. All right. I believe, unless there's been some changes I don't know about. Yep, I'm good. Number 1, Lily Humphrey. Number 3, Emma McConnell. Number 4, Mackenzie George. Number 11, Addison Campbell. And number 13, Lauren Taylor. The starting lineup for the Lady Wildcats. And for the Lady Little Johns, we'll have number 1, Frost. 21, I believe they said Johnson. Number 3, Blankenship. Number 12, I didn't catch that last name. And 23 is the other Frost sister. Wes has made it back.
Yes. Same day I left.
Second game of the afternoon, getting ready to get going. Lady Wildcats big winners the other night on homecoming against, as it turns out, Wes, I had to go ask some questions, but I think JC Westside just kind of had themselves a little bit of a bad night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was the whole team. Nobody was injured.
Yeah. I misspoke.
I would have said it too. I mean, it was just a completely different look that we saw from them the other night. But see if the Lady Wildcats can come up big winners tonight.
Looks like we're going to have George jumping against number 1 for Danville. When we get this one started here. Tips up, and it's going to go to Hector. McConnell's going to bring it down, kick it over to Lily Humphrey. She's going to kick it all the way back over. McConnell, little long on the 3. Danville's going to clear the board. McConnell knocks it loose, fighting for it on the ground, and they're going to give that ball to Danville. Good hustle right there by McConnell, keeping it alive. Hector's in a press, going to kick it down.
Ooh. If Lily May
McConnell cuts it off.
Got her head turned around.
And there's George running the floor. Good job, George, running the floor there, getting her hand on the pass, taking away the easy layup. Danville lines up in the corner, comes crashing in. Pass goes out to number 1. Number 1 on the opposite block. Number 12 goes up, and she's going to be fouled by McConnell on her layup. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. First one is in.
Lady Little John's on the board first. 1-0.
Second free throw's off long. George is going to clear the rebound. Kicks it to Campbell. Campbell's going to wait on somebody to come pick it up. Humphrey's going to take it from there across the timeline. Got a wide open lane. Dribbles in. Little floaters long. Rebound comes down to Taylor. Taylor's going to kick it back over to Humphrey. Humphrey out to McConnell. McConnell up to George. Top of the key. Nobody there. Rims in and out. And Danville's going to fall down on the rebound. Gets kicked back out. Humphrey's going to kick it back over to Taylor. Taylor back down to Humphrey. Humphrey's going to work along the baseline. They're going to call her dribbling the ball on out of bounds line there. Good defense by number 3. It's going to be Little John ball here with 6:58 on the clock as they do the pass down the court. Humphrey's there to cut number 1 off before she can get to the goal with it. Hounding her across the key, still hounding on her. Kicks over number 3, top of the key. She's going to back it back out, and they're going to look at something else with 15 on the clock. 12 has got it now at the top of the key. She's going to kick it over. 23 surveying, looking for a cutter. Kicks it over to 21. 21's got it with 5 seconds left. Kicks it over in the corner to 12. 12 throws up one. It gets rebounded, and they're going to get a shot clock violation before number 23 can get it off. Taylor's going to inbound it here for the Wildcats as they're still in a full court pressure. Gets it into McConnell. McConnell's going to cut loose, kick it down the center. Campbell. Campbell gathers it up, kicks it down to George. Ball gets stolen right there by number 1. Number 1's going up for the layup, and it's good. Hector trying to get it in, gets it into George. George breaks free, coming down the left-hand side of the court, backs it out. Kicks it down to Humphrey. Humphrey backs it out, tries to back in on the baseline, kicks it out to Campbell. Campbell, 10-footers, a little long. George with a rebound, can't get it. Humphrey's fighting for it. Number 1 for Danville comes away with it. And Addie Campbell is going to get called for a foul right there. I don't think she got her with the hand coming down. I think they're going to get her for the hand on the body.
Maybe. See what I can see from this. Yeah, because that the smack at the ball was clean.
It was clean.
Was pretty well all ball.
I think they're going to get her with that hand on that body down there.
Yeah.
First free throw for Danville's a little off.
Right in there. How on earth he would know?
Yeah. Second free throw's good there. George is going to clear it, come down. Crosses timeline. Oh, gets it stolen away. Taylor's there to pick up the loose ball. She's going to dribble it back across top of the key. Gets the screen from George. Kicks it out to Lily Humphrey. Humphrey's going to drive. Tries to kick it to Campbell. Ball's loose. McConnell comes away with a loose ball. She gets it knocked away. They're still fighting for it. And Hector's going to finally come away with a loose ball. Taylor spots up for 3, and it rims out again. Campbell's there for the rebound. Goes back up. It's no good. George gathers it up. Goes back up. And they're going to get a foul on her as the girl had a hold of her arm as she started up. Couldn't see which one it was.
A little bit long on time. 5:07 is where we're at. Kenzie George at the line.
Yeah, number 12 is who they're going to get for that one. George's first one is a little off to the left. Still got 4-0 Danville. We're down to the 5:07 mark here in the first.
Serena Myers checks in for Lily Mae Humphrey.
Second one's off as well, and Danville's going to clear that board. Number 1's going to clear it out of there. She comes down. Serena's going to tap it loose. She's going to fall. Gets it down to number 3. Layup's no good. Number 12 with the putback, and it is good. They're going to get it into Myers. Myers is looking to drive. Kicks it over to George, and it's a little wide for George, and that ball is going to go out of bounds. Coach Casey's going to call a timeout, talk it over. We got 6-0 Danville.
Nothing start for the Lady Little Johns. Not quite. But I tell you what, this game, the previous couple of games we've had against Danville, the ladies team, they get closer as time goes, and then you get down to the very end, and it's nearly neck and neck, and that's when you have all the weird stuff happen.
Yes, sir.
And let's see if that happens like that again tonight. Hopefully, we don't have no controversy. I don't really want to go through that.
Both these teams are really scrappy, get after the ball, and it may look a little bit sloppy, but there's a lot of hustle going on. They just get after you on defense all the way around. Number 1's going to inbound it for Danville. She kicks into number 3, right back to number 1, drives in, kicks it over to 23. She's cut off by Taylor. Triple team now, kicks it out to 21. 21 kicks it over to 3. Shot fake, drives in, and it's going to roll off the backside. Danville's going to tip it out themselves. Taylor's going to knock it away from number 23, and it's going to be Little John ball here on the sideline, about the 28-foot mark. I'm going to get it into number 3. She's going to survey the floor for a minute. She's going to kick it over to 21. Taylor's guarding her. She kicks it down to 12. 12 puts it down. McConnell was able to grab it, and they're going to get a jump ball, and that's going to stay with Little Johns. Little John's going to inbound here. Serena's going to tip that one, and one's going to gather it up out on the wing. Drives in, kicks it over. Campbell gets a hand on it, can't quite grab it. Shot goes up, and that's going to be out of bounds, and we're going the Wildcat way this time.
You took out the referee down there.
And he about took out the cheerleaders. Domino effect. Hector's going to inbound it here. Inbound goes to Taylor. She surveys. She's going to come all the way down. Nice screen there from Campbell to help him get the ball down the floor. George going to dribble in, kicks it out to McConnell. McConnell from the corner, a little long. Serena, good position over there, fighting for it. Can't come up with it. They're going to call a foul. They're going to get George there for a reach. As number 23 was trying to clear it out. They're going to get it into number 1. Number 1's going to bring it down. Comes down the sidelines. Ball gets tipped loose. She's going to get by. They're going to call a reach foul there. Probably going to get Serena there with the body. Well, I'll tell you. It's going to be one of them nights.
Yeah. 4 fouls for the Lady Wildcats so far.
Danville throws it in. Number 1 collects the loose ball on the wing. 3-pointer's no good. As McConnell's blocking out, they're going to get over. Taylor's going to gather it up, kick it back to McConnell. Hector's going to slow it down a little bit here as they come in. McConnell kicks it over. Myers going to go baseline, gathers it back up, kicks it out to Taylor. Taylor kicks up top of the key, McConnell. McConnell's going to drive, kick it down to Campbell. Ball's tipped. They're going to call a hold right there on number 23.
Yeah.
Had her by the arm.
Sit here and see if I got any of that. If you watch, right there with Addison Campbell.
She had Campbell's arm there and didn't let her get to the ball. McConnell's going to take it on the wing. Quick release, just a little short. 12's going to clear it for Danville, pick it up. She's trapped. Ball goes down. Serena Myers is going to gather it up. Kicks it down to Campbell. Campbell over to George, and that pass don't get through. We're going to have a jump ball down here.
You just know everybody up here.
I know a lot of folks.
Lots of Hector fans come through here.
Young man right there is from Danville. A great, great young man right there. Old Clayton, he's good as they come.
Referees had a little quick discussion about something.
It's like Wildcats are going to be inbounding on the baseline. They're going to kick it down. And that's, wow, nice little baby hook right there. That's a good-looking shot right there from McConnell. Danville's all the way back down to the other end, and number 3 is going to go up with her own little layup there with a lot of hands in her face. Good shot there, too. George is going to bring it down. Number 1's on her. She's going to cross the timeline. 1's going to tap it away. She's going to get it back across. Driving down. Kicks it over. Lily Mae a little high, but she gathered it up. She's going to kick it down to Campbell. Number 22 is going to step in front, and they're going to call that off at Campbell. Be off Campbell's hand. They're going to give that one to the Little Johns there. 2:26 on the clock when she crosses the timeline. The 3's got it. Hector's in a 1-3-1s. They kick it down. Campbell narrowly missed a steal, partially blocked by Lily Mae. Lily Mae's fighting for it. They're going to give that one back to the Little Johns as well. Tell you what, thought she had position there. They're going to throw it over the top. That shot's a little off. Lily Mae does clear that one out. She's going to come out with it. She's going to bring it across the timeline here with about 2 minutes left. Working it down, kicks it down to McConnell. McConnell gathers it up, goes back in. A little left-handed hook, don't work this time. Serena's up, reverse is no good. 21's going to come away with it for Danville. Going down the sideline over there. She's going to bring it back to the middle. Set it up at the top of the key. She's going to kick it down. Campbell's going to step in front. Good play right there. Stepping in front of that pass. Wildcats going to slow it down a bit. Myers is going to go baseline. He's going to get it tipped. 12's going to kick it out. Number 1, she's going to go baseline. Comes up a little short. That ball's going to be grabbed by George, and they're going to get Danville right there with a hold on George's arm. Looks like number 12 had her by the arm right there. She come around with it. He's going to inbound to McConnell. McConnell's going to walk it up. She's going to cross the timeline here. Come down, got a wide open lane for a layup, and layup's a little long. They're going to get a foul down here on this rebound.
Well, it's going to be 5 team fouls for the Lady Wildcats.
They got that one on McConnell, and that's going to be her second.
Lady Little Johns will go to the line. Man, I tell you what, Wes, there's nights where we see these girls play some very smart basketball, and then there's nights that we see them, it's like they lose it. It's like one game it'll be on, and then the next they'll lose it.
It's
a tale of almost two different looking teams.
It's a roller coaster. 22 is going to come away empty from the free throw line that time as Lily Mae's going to come down, gets a screen right there, and 21 is going to get called for running through the screen. That was a good legal screen.
Let's see what we got.
That was a good legal screen.
Oh yeah, she just barreled right
over
Lauren Taylor.
I don't know what the coach is talking about there. There wasn't nothing wrong with the screen. It never moved. Yeah, there is a rule. You can't run through them like that. Oh, good pass right there to George, and George can't come away with it. Looks like Dotson trying hard to get a rebound there. It's going to tip off her hand and go out of bounds. It's going to be Little John's ball as we come up empty again. Score stays 8-2 right here with 54 ticks left in the first. Good look right there. Partially blocked by Campbell. Ball's up. Humphrey's going to come away with it. Humphrey's going down the sidelines. Going to pull it back to the middle of the court. Now she's going to get left wide open. Drive down the lane. Yeah, she's going to get fouled right there. As Campbell did clear out the lane for her. Number 22, Rich Cross, and got her there on the arm.
Yeah.
Left the lane open for her. She just took it to the hole.
Come on, Lily Mae. Score not out of control. 8-2. That's, but need to get some stuff dropping.
Yeah. Both baskets kind of got a lid on them right now a little bit. A few layups for Danville and a couple of free throws for Hector. And Lily Mae's going to miss the first one a little long. Second one's long as well. Campbell tips it back to George. George is up, cannot get it to go, and they're going to give that ball. They're going to give that ball to the Little Johns as well. And tell you what, that one's tough there. Anyway, with about 23 seconds when they cross the timeline here, Hector's going to get in a 1-3-1. Danville's going to get it down. I believe he's got her standing on the line. We're going to go back the Wildcat way, yeah. 18 ticks, it's going to be Wildcat ball. They're going to get it into Taylor. Taylor's going to clear it off, bring it across the timeline. Screen there, rolls out, kicks it to Dotson. George at the top, all alone. That one hits the bottom. That's what we needed to break loose a little bit. 2 seconds, 1 second. It's going to come up a little short there.
All right.
That brought it back a little bit. Makes it 8-5 here as we end the first with a big shot from George at the top of the key.
So, not the most interesting quarter we've ever seen. 8-5, only 13 points scored between both. But it's early, and like I said about the 8-2 lead Danville held on to for a good bit of that quarter. Nothing out of reach, and especially now that George has hit that three and made it 8-5.
Hopefully that broke that lid on that basket down there, and some more will start falling.
Let me pop over here and see if there's anything new. Keith Melton says, you two are greatly appreciated. Appreciate you, Keith.
Absolutely. We appreciate you, man.
There's a lot of hardcore Wildcat fans that watch all the time. Keith has made it up to a lot of the home games. But glad I'm able to get things set up pretty quick and get rolling. I even had to go find internet. But anyway,
we start the second quarter here. Danville's going to kick it over. 21 on the wing. She's going to take a shot, and it's off. Taylor's working hard on the rebound right there. It's out of bounds, and we do not have a whistle yet. I believe maybe the referee's got caught watching.
May have swallowed it. Didn't know where it was on him.
They're going to give it to the Wildcats, which I'm going to say that was more of a coin flip than the other one, but we'll take it. George is going to clear it down. She crosses the timeline here. She's taking it all the way down, backs it in, kicks it out to Campbell at the top. Campbell's looking, kicks it back over to George. Taylor at the free throw line, dribbles out.
Taylor needs help.
All right, kicks it over to Dotson. Dotson down to George. George on the wing. Kicks it over to Dotson again.
A little bit of a shove.
Danville's right in the middle of them. Taylor's going to take the shot from the top of the key. It's a little off. George working hard down here on defense. Number one's going to clear it. She breaks free. Steps over, and they're going to get Campbell for a reach right there. Number one's going to go to the line and shoot two right here. That's hard to play defense on when she's coming downhill at you really hard like that.
Yeah.
First one's no good. Rolls off. Biggers is going to go in, give Campbell a break. Yeah. Second one, no good. Ball rolls off. 22 with the rebound, goes back up, still no good. Man. George is going to grab it. Had somebody hanging on her arm, still got it out of there. Lily Mae kicks it down to George a little bit high and a little bit hard. She couldn't hang on to it. It's a good look. Just couldn't come up with it there. Number 3 is going to bring it across the timeline here for Danville. 6:40 left here in the second. Number 1's got it at the free throw line. Kicks it down. Great play right there by Biggers. Stepping into one right there. Kicks it down to George. She's running the floor. George is going to go up. They're going to call a block right there on number 3. George is going to the line for 2.
Good job by Gabby. Getting a hold of it down here on this other end.
Great rebound.
Getting it down to the other Wildcat end. George be at the line to shoot 2. You're going to have to figure out these rims. You're going to have to figure out the shot and all that because this is where senior high district's going to be. You're going to have to get the
That's right.
You know,
first one from George rattles in.
Weirdness of the building out of your system. I know it's a lot of green.
Second one's going to roll around and roll in. Starting to get a little shooter's roll there. Hope that continues as number 3 brings it across the timeline here for Danville. Bringing it down the left wing, trying to set up the offense. She kicks it across number 1. Number 1, top of the key. 3-pointer is short. Cleared out of there by Dotson. Dotson's going to go ahead and go. Kicks it over to Humphrey. Humphrey's going to work it across. Got about 2 seconds. She got across. Screen there. Kicks it out to George. George baseline. Kicks it over to Biggers. Biggers up top to Dotson. Dotson's 3-pointer. Little long. Number 1 clears the board, and she's all alone. Tries to kick it down. Number 3, she's got it. She goes up, and she's off. Number 1 gets it. Clears it on the backside. She goes back in again. Now, I just completely saw a moving screen right there, but anyway. It's going to be Little John Ball on the baseline.
Did we have a girl touch it as she was?
Oh, they're going to throw it out of bounds. Throws a little bit too tall for number 21 to gather in. It's going to be all the way back down here under the goal. Nobody touched it, so we Wildcat ball down here. Hector works on getting it in. Humphrey clears it back to George. George is going to work it down the floor. Number 1's on her. George doing a good job getting it across the timeline here, under control. Kicks it over to Taylor. Taylor surveying, drives around, gets cut off. Kicks it up to George. Humphrey comes away with it, and the layup rolls off as George tries to get the rebound. We'll see who they give it to here. Going to be Wildcat ball under the goal.
I tell you what, he looked like he was about to point his hand the other direction.
I don't know about this deal. They're going to kick it out to Biggers. Biggers is looking. Kicks it back to George at the top. George's going to kick it over to Taylor. Taylor's going to work it back to the middle. Stops, pulls up, 3-pointers off. Nice box out there. But number 3, Lily Mae gets a steal on the pass.
Man.
Goes up and gets her own rebound. They're going to call a travel on her. That's good hustle right there by Humphrey. She's working hard in there.
Now, here's one of the other things for me. Lily Mae just went down into the seated position. She didn't go back on her back. I don't know. She should have been able to get the pass away without being called for a walk.
Well,
that's just me.
I'm not going to say a whole lot the rest of this game. So, number 3 is going to bring it down the wing. She's going to kick it down the high post. She's going to try to kick it down. Great play right there by Dotson stepping in front of a pass. Kick it out to Humphrey. Humphrey's going to bring it down all by herself. Kick it out to Dotson. Dotson baseline all the way around. Nobody. Nice move right there by Dotson. That a girl. It makes it 9-8 Hector with 4:30 as they cross the timeline here as Danville brings it back across. We've got a double team up top. 21's got it. Going to kick it across number 1. She's going to kick it down under the goal. And it's going to go off the young lady's fingertips. Looks like number 11 couldn't gather it up. And that's going to be Wildcat ball. Humphrey's got it. Kicks it down to George all by herself. George, 15-footer, a little long. Biggers couldn't come up with a rebound there as it goes long over her head. It's going to be the Little John's ball. Trapping out of the 1-3-1. George gets a tip on that pass and looks like she's going to hit it off of the young lady from Little John's there, number 3, and that's going to stay the Wildcat ball right there on the sideline. Nice play. George tips the pass and then has enough sense to slap it off of her. George wide open on the inbounds pass. Shot is a little long. Number 21's got it as they trap and go up. And tell you what, Taylor's going to pull up, kick it over. Abby back out. Humphrey, they're going to get her for a walk. Doggone it. Probably should have shot that one. Young lady like her, confident in her drive, though. She wants to do what her strong suit is. They're going to kick it over to 21. 21 down the high post, number 23. Another nice job by Dotson right there, stepping in front.
Gracious.
22 is going to put her in a headlock.
Hold up. Yeah,
Bulldog her down a little bit there, and they're going to get her for the foul.
Hand in the face, big time there. Had her by the shirt collar for a second.
Hector's going to inbound it. Humphrey's going to bring it down, kick it over to Taylor. Taylor's going to walk it back up to George. George looking, puts it on the floor. Over to Biggers, and her three is good. Buries it from the left wing. Abigail Biggers, that a girl.
Gabrielle
Biggers.
Sorry.
Well, they're going to get a foul right here. Kind of a reach here on number 1. Said he got her on the arm. It's going to be a foul on Lily Mae. There's too many Abbies and Gabbies, but I'll get it right before the night's over.
Abby Dodson is out there. I'm not criticizing.
Biggers playing defense on number 1. Ball's loose on the floor. Biggers going to come away with it, gets it stripped away. Still can't get it to go. Danville's going to save it inbounds, kick it back out. Taylor narrowly missed it. Number 1's going to go across, gets blocked there by Humphrey, and they finally get it in the hands of number 23, and she's going to finish it off. Taylor's going to work it across the timeline here. 2:35 left. She's going to try to get it down. Humphrey, young lady just fell down. Got off balance, maybe stepped on her foot when she come down on that steal. I don't know. She don't seem happy about it, but it's going to be Wildcat ball on the baseline here. Going to kick it out to Biggers. Biggers back down to George. George, quick release, and it's good. Nothing but the bottom. Good shot there by George. Hector's in the 1-3-1, trapping out top. And got her over there in the corner. Pass, and Dotson's going to be a little late on that one. Going to get called for getting her on the arm. Had a shoe time there. Taylor's going to put it in a triple knot so it don't come loose again. Gets it into number 1 on the Little John's over here in the corner. Kicks it back down to number 1. She drives in. A lot of contact, no call. She's going to finish with a little 10-foot there. Good shot there by number 1. Creating the contact, coming off of it, and making the shot. Got a screen as they're going to kick it over to Biggers. Biggers going to dribble it back out. She gets cut off by number 3. She gets in there to Humphrey. Humphrey's going to get pushed on a little bit, and they're going to call the foul. Looks like on number 33 there for Danville. She's leaning on her just a little hard. She was straight up, but I believe they're going to get her with a body there. As George is going to do the inbounding job out to Taylor at the top. Taylor's surveying. Kicks over to George. George is going to dribble back across out to Dotson. Back out to Biggers. Back across, and she's going to get it stole by number 3. Jumps in front of it, takes it away from her. And the layup is good. Lots of contact. Still a no call either way there. And nobody likes that in the stands on either side. Taylor's going to kick it back over to George. George over to Dotson. Out to Biggers. Biggers up with another shot. Off the board. Taylor with a rebound. Goes up with it. Can't get it. And They are getting rough. It's going to be a jump ball call there. It's going to be Wildcats ball under the goal. They're going to kick it out to George. Nobody's going to come get her. George up again, a little long. She's going to kick it down to number 3. George is on an island. Goes around her. Gets the layup. So with about 50 seconds when we cross the timeline here, it's going to be 16-15 Little Johns. Biggers got it in the corner, kicks it out. Number 1's going to steal that pass, going to throw it off. She stepped on the line before she kicked it to her. Number 1 had a great steal, stepped on the line as she's trying to throw it off of Humphrey to get the ball possession back. Wildcats going to inbound here to Dotson out top. Dotson's going to go around the left side and kicks it over to Biggers. Biggers going to try to come back up, and it's going to get taken away by number 3 again. Dotson this time's on the island. She steps around her and makes another one. 24 seconds as Humphrey crosses the timeline here. Kicks it down to George. George gets the crap back out to Humphrey. Going to go right back to her in the corner. She's going to go baseline, dribbles around, 10-footer. They're going to call the foul on number 33. Got too much body as she went up there. It's going to put George on the line with 12 ticks left on the clock here in the second. Score is 18-15 Little Johns. George's first free throw rolls around and goes in.
All of Danville's 10 points here in this second quarter have come in the last 2 minutes.
That's correct.
They did not score any in the first 6.
Second free throw's good. They've all come off of steals and layups on this end, too. Hector's still in the trap. He's going to kick it over. 23's going to bring it down. She's going to kick it in the middle. Number one goes around, wide open lane, and it's good. And that's going to end the second quarter with the Danville Little Johns at 20 and the Hector Wildcats at 17. Scrappy first half. Both teams scrapping hard. Some might say a little too hard, but they're scrapping.
So Danville has got this little, it's kind of a pie auction gimmick going on tonight. Junior high game earlier, just a little bit ago, didn't give much of a chance for the Hector team to go out and do any kind of shooting around, but that doesn't really affect us up here. But they're about to get into their pie auction again. They've got 6 minutes on the clock. We're going to kick it out to a break. We'll be back with you for the start of the second half. Senior high girls here in just a few minutes.
United Welding Institute of Arkansas provides training services for sought-after skills in the welding business, including oil fields, pipelines, refineries, and power plants. We understand the growing demand for experienced welders, and our trainers are proficient and equipped with the current know-hows in the welding industry. Since 2013, we devote our business into training and molding students to become full-fledged welders, as well as offering assistance to find job opportunities. United Welding Institute, where the next generation of welders are born.
At Chambers Bank, we believe banking should be anytime. Got a check? Scan it in the Chambers Bank app and you're done. Because anytime banking should always be anytime.
You go nowhere by accident. Wherever you go, God is sending you. Wherever you are, God has put you there. He has a purpose in which you are present. Christ who dwells in you has something He wants to do through you. You believe this and go in His grace, go in His love, and go in His power. You be the one.
Every strong tree begins with a single seed, nurtured with care and rooted in stability. Like your financial goals, growth takes time, patience, and the right environment to thrive. At Centennial Bank, we know what it takes to start with something small and grow it into something bigger. Plant your seeds today for a future that stands strong tomorrow. Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
right, back in Danville. We've been up here having ourselves a good laugh about some very expensive cakes.
If any of y'all out there are pecan pie connoisseurs, you missed out on a good deal there for about $250 for a K-roll nut pie, as my grandmother called them.
Oh, and I think they actually had like a German chocolate cake that they started the bidding at what, 200?
I believe it was 200 they started at, pretty close, and it went for 3 or better. I tell you.
I think it may have actually been shipped in from Germany.
In a gold pan.
Yeah. Second half senior high girls game getting ready to get started. And as we come back from the half, Lady Littlejohn's ahead by 3, 20-17. And
I cannot see the possession area, but I believe it's going to be Littlejohn ball as we start the second half here.
I believe you're right. My camera looks like it's sitting sideways. I don't know why. There we go. Maybe I got it back now. All right. Good to go now.
Going to inbound here. Number 3 is going to have it out on the left wing. She's directing traffic over there, trying to get people in certain places. Kicks it down number 1. Number 1's going to go baseline. Gets it knocked loose by McConnell as she tries to throw it off McConnell. Lily Mae Humphrey comes away with it. Gets down to George. George is going to work it in a little long on her layup. Number 12 is going to clear it for Danville. Got her trapped. She's going to kick it across the court. Number 21 is going to try to save it. Good hustle there, but just couldn't quite get it done. As that's going to be out of bounds and be Wildcat ball. Humphrey's going to inbound for Hector here. Kicks it over to McConnell. McConnell's going to walk it across the timeline, try to get everything set up. See if we can't get something working. Screen there from George. McConnell's got an open lane. Works it through. Left hand a little short off the front rim. Danville clears it. Coming back. Lily Mae doing a great hustle right there, cutting off number 12. 12 steps back and hits about a 15-foot jumper. Great defense, great offense right there. 12 steps back and hits it. McConnell's getting hounded by number 1. She brings it across. She's going to kick it to George. George is going to turn and go around. Stops, kicks it back out to Taylor. Taylor shot fake, steps through, Euro step. Oh, just rims off. Humphrey's in there fighting for the rebound, going to get a jump ball. That's a good-looking shot, but Taylor just couldn't get it to fall. Wildcats going to take it on the baseline here. Kick it out to George. Far side, she's going to step back. Taylor shot fake. Dribbles around, goes in the middle of the lane, kicks it out to Humphrey. Humphrey going right back to the middle of the lane, cuts through, little runner. It's going to fall through. Good-looking shot there by Humphrey. Lily Mae's on the board there early. Number 1 bringing it down. Nobody's going to stop her. We're going to slap it off her leg. Great job there by Lauren Taylor, slapping it off her leg, going back Wildcat way. McConnell's going to get a breather here early. Dodson's going to check in for her. Humphrey and Taylor in the backcourt. They're going to kick it into Taylor. Kick it back over to Dodson. She's going to bring it down. She's going to come across. Number 1's hounding her. She gets across the timeline, gets a screen from George, kicks it to Humphrey. Goes baseline, gets cut off. She's tied up over there. She's going to try to bounce it out. George is going to chase down the loose ball. She's going to bring it back across. 14 left on the shot clock. Dodson's going to go baseline, goes all the way in, goes for the layup and gets hacked on the arm. Good drive there. Number 1's going to get her on the elbows. She's trying to lay it up and over from under.
Abby Dodson will be at the line, shoot 2.
First free throw's good.
Yeah.
Second free throw's a little long as number 1's going to clear that board. She comes up the far sideline, brings it back to the middle. Humphrey's going to cut her off. Steps back, 10-footer short. I believe that was number 12, slid in there for the rebound. Puts it back. Wildcats get it into Taylor. Taylor's going to bring it down the center of the court. Over to the right side. George's going to set her screen. She's going to go all the way around, gets it up. Little off. Campbell with a rebound. Cannot get it back up. Number 1's going to clear it. Dribbles it off her foot. Getting hounded, and I mean hounded as Humphrey comes away with it. Humphrey's going up. Number 3 cuts her off. Humphrey over the top for a nice, easy 2 right there. And we got a timeout for Coach Casey. He's going to reset something up on the offensive side here.
Lady Cats kind of got a little bit away from trying to track that square on the back of the board, you know, and they've just kind of been throwing some stuff up a little bit, just hoping that they fall, and sometimes that's okay. But
I think Campbell there was trying to make sure she didn't get called for over the back as she was leaning backwards, just wanted to get rid of it as quick as she could before she traveled. And I've been in that boat before.
Yeah.
When you can't get your footing, you got 2 choices.
Well, and to Danville's credit, they're pursuing quickly. They're getting after our girls very fast and not giving them much of a chance to get any kind of aim on anything.
It has been full court man-to-man pressure from the tip. And
appreciate Dr. H for bringing me a bottle of water up here. 5:28 on the clock officially. Oh, we're going to inbound it from back over here.
Yeah, Danville's going to inbound it. Number 3 again. Setting up the offense as Hector's in the 1-3-1, trapping defense. She's going to kick it down to the sideline. 21. 21's all the way across. Taylor's going to slap it loose. 21 gets it back. 23 out on the line. Dribbles through, and she's going to get hacked there by Taylor. She goes up for the left hand. Wow. They did not call that on Taylor. They called that on Campbell. My eyeballs are deceiving me. First free throw from 23 is good. Second free throw is good as well. Humphrey gets it in. She's going to bring it down. Number 3 is guarding her. She comes across. Taylor's going to set her a screen. She's going to kick it over, and it's going to get stole. Taylor's going to go down. She's going to get a hold of it and get it knocked loose before number 22 could get it up to the goal. Good defense by Taylor getting back. Number 3 is going to inbound for Danville. Throws it right in the center. 22. She puts it down. Taylor's there again to get a hold of it. And we got a foul called from the opposite side of the court. Got something going on with the clock here. Or the shot clock or something.
I can tell you that I am a couple of seconds off, 4:53.
Well, they got the shot clock sitting at 35, which is probably where it should be after a foul, I think.
Yeah.
I have no idea. We're still working on it. Okay, we changed nothing. As we get back, Danville's going to inbound the ball on the baseline down here. She's going to kick it all the way out. 21 with a shot. Rims out, no good. Number 3 comes away with a loose ball on the block, puts it back for 2. They're going to get it into Humphrey. Humphrey brings it across the timeline. Kicks it out to George. Taylor's going to set up for the shot fake. Brings it in. A little long on the layup attempt. George is going to come all the way around, fight for the backside board. Kicks it back to Dotson. Dotson in the corner. Kicks it around to Campbell. Oh. Campbell's off balance.
Got a
Gets
hand
it with
on it.
one hand, and it falls out of bounds to the Little Johns. Little Johns will have it here. They walk it up. They're going to cross the timeline with about 4 10 as they pass it across. 21's all the way down under the goal. 22's there for a nice, easy layup. Hector don't get back on the backside. Dotson's going to bring it down across the timeline. She's going to pull it back out. Kicks it back to Taylor. Taylor's looking down to Campbell. Kicks it right over.
Man.
Humphrey's there, and Humphrey can't finish. Number 3 is going to break loose. Taylor's going to get a hold of the pass and just deflected enough to keep the fast break from getting loose. Good play there by Taylor, breaking up that fast break. Scores 30-22 with 3:45 left in the third. Hector's in the trap and defense. They're going to kick it down the corner. Kicks it down to 22, and they're going to get Campbell. Campbell fouled her on the entry pass there. I think that's going to be her 4th. She's going to take a seat and get a breather for a minute. She picks up her 4th foul. Danville's going to inbound under the goal. We'll kick it all the way over in the corner. Shot is short. 22 with another rebound. And as George goes up for the block, they're going to get her for the foul on that one. And George picks up her 2nd. Puts number 22 on the line for 2. First one short off the front rim. Second one rims around, falls off, and George is going to clear that board, and she's going to kick it out to Dotson. Dotson's going to bring it down the floor. She crosses the timeline, kicks it over to McConnell. McConnell surveying, goes all the way across, kicks it to Humphrey. Humphrey's going to bring it right back around, gets in the middle.
Man.
A lot of contact, no call. Ball's out of bounds as McConnell tries to save it. It goes back to Little Johns. Danville's going to bring it across the timeline here with 3:05 left. And 3's going to back it out and use a little clock here. McConnell's all over. Kicks it over to number 12. Hector's in a man-to-man defense now. 22's got it out on the right wing. Kicks it over to 21. 21's backing it back out. Over to 23. 23 goes to the free throw line, steps through, nothing there. Kicks it back over to 22. She's going to do a little runner, gets blocked by George. As she's got a hold of George's right arm.
Yeah, and he just kind of bear hugs her.
Oh, I'm going to try to keep my lip bit as hard as I can on some of these. We're going to have a whistle, see what's going on here. Got a sub. Number 1's going to come in and give 22 a breather. McConnell gets it inbounded. Number 1's going to work on her. McConnell's going to go up the sideline. Cut it back across to the middle, and number 1's going to steal it. She's got a breakaway, and McConnell's going to take it right back from her.
Goodness.
They are playing, both of them. McConnell, baseball pass down to George. George is going to spin, work in the center of the lane, throws one up, no good. That's going to be off of number 23 for Danville. That's going to be Wildcat ball. Got all the time in the world. George is going to go get it. Number 1's going to try to take it back. Gets it over to Serena Myers. She's going to break in, pass to Humphrey. Humphrey gets it as she starts up. They're going to call a walk on her. I guess she walked before she got slapped in the face would be my guess. Number 1's got it for Danville. She brings it down the floor. McConnell steps out. Number 3's got it under the goal. Nice little turn, but they're going to get her for a walk as well. And they're going to turn it right back over to Hector here with 1:52 left. McConnell takes the ball inbounds. She's going to bring it across the timeline. Survey everything, look it over, kick it to Myers. Myers is going to drive to the right. Kicks it over to nobody. McConnell gathers it up, and the 3 is good. From the left wing. She gathers up an errant pass and makes good out of it. Number 1's already got it back down here for Danville. She's going to go in. McConnell's going to strip her as she's trying to go up. Great defensive play by McConnell right there. And they're going to get a foul on number 1. Number 1 don't seem real happy. I believe she's a little upset. She's going to get subbed in. Number 11's going to take her spot. Humphrey's going to inbound it to McConnell in the backcourt. McConnell's going to bring it across as number 11's guarding her. McConnell gets it down, gets a screen from George. Switch on the screen, kicks it out to Myers. They're going to call her for a walk. She scooted that back foot. Be number 3 for Danville is going to walk it across. Be right at 103 when she crosses the timeline here. Hector's out on them with a man-to-man defense. They're going to kick it over to 12. Screen down. Dotson comes up with a steal, and it's going to be off of number 12's foot. Great play there by Dotson. Gets a hold of it, and it goes off of Danville out of bounds. It's going to be a Wildcat ball here. They get it into George in the backcourt. McConnell's going to let everybody clear. Gets a screen from George. She's all alone as she comes down. Pulls up, 15-footer, little off there. Knocks it loose. George has got it. They're going to call a jump ball. Possession there is going to belong to Little Johns. 37 ticks left on the clock in the third. Hector's going to do a little full court pressure of their own here. See if they can get them without being able to get it in. Number 3's got it on the wing, kicks it over. Number 11, she's going to drive. Kicks it out to 21. 21 shot is no good, and Myers is going to foul her as she comes down trying to get a hand in her face there. It's going to be 3 shots here coming up for number 21.
Yep, just came. It was the trip down back to the floor that got Myers.
First free throw rolls in. Second free throw's good. Taylor's going to check in for Myers here. 23 ticks left in the third. Third attempt here is good. She hits all 3 of them.
Bad foul.
Yes. In the old days, not a good one. Humphrey's going to bring it across. Number 3's on her. She gets a screen from Taylor, gets an open lane, kicks it over to George. George, no good on the layup. They kick it out. Nobody's back with 7-6. She's going to go all the way. Tries to kick it, and Lauren Taylor cuts off the pass. Great defense right there.
2.7 seconds left. Mine decided to hit triple zeros, kind of on its own.
As Danville inbounds at 21. Takes a dribble, shots up, and is short.
So through 3, Lady Little Johns up by 8 on the Lady Wildcats as we get ready for the final quarter of play. Been seeing the senior high boys moving around back and forth through here. Their game is coming up next. And going to try to keep their success rolling. Had 2 really close games earlier this week. Hackett and JC Westside, a bit closer than anybody would have liked it. But see how this one with the Little Johns goes tonight.
Got a night off, got a little rest. I'm hoping to see them come out and really be running in high gear, but you just never know.
126 over on YouTube watching with us. Appreciate y'all joining us tonight. I do, like I said, once again, I do apologize for Facebook, but just don't have the internet for it. I don't know what she was trying to convey there. But Final quarter play, getting ready to get started. It's going to be Lady Wildcats with it.
Connell's going to take it in the backcourt. Walk it across, kick it over to George. George to the middle, kicks it out to Taylor. Back out to George. George, 3, and it rims out. Humphrey with a rebound. Trying to work it in. Number 3 is going to hack her on the arm. Going to be on the floor. Be Hector's ball on the baseline here. Humphrey's going to drive in. Left hand, little short. She's fighting for it, and Danville's going to come away with it. They're going to kick it out to number 3 on the opposite side of the court. Taylor's going to grab it, knock it loose. George is going to come away with a loose ball. Kicks it down. Humphrey dribbles around. Turnaround jumper's no good. 21 comes out with it again. They're going to get it down to 12. 12's driving. George is going to block it from behind, knock it out of bounds. Great defense. Going to be Little John's ball. Going to set a screen for 21. She kicks back out, and that errant pass is picked up by McConnell. McConnell's going to clear it out. She comes across the timeline, driving down the right wing, backs it out, kicks it up to George. George is going to get shoved, and we're going to get a no call. Humphrey's going to take a breather as Campbell checks back in. Little John's going to walk it up. Score holds at 33-25.
Yeah, 8 points, not a whole lot. Manageable, but
When 3 drives in.
Can't
Kicks
let
back
it get
up.
too much further.
23. She trying to kick it. Dotson with a steal. Campbell's leading the break. She comes down the floor, kicks it over to George. George, one dribble, spin, kicks it out to Taylor. They're going to call a walk on George. We're going to watch our shot fakes tonight as well.
Yeah.
Danville's going to bring it across the timeline here with 6:25 left. Number 3 is getting hounded out there by McConnell. McConnell's working on it hard. Yeah, McConnell's going to take it away from her finally. She's going to go up and get fouled right there by number 12. Good job.
Yeah, good job by McConnell sticking to that girl like glue.
Absolutely.
Getting the steal and getting herself in a position. 2 shots.
First one's good. Second one's good. Looks like Humphrey's set to check in for McConnell there. McConnell's going to get a breather. Danville's going to bring it across. Number 1's going to pull it out, kick it over to number 3. She's going to direct traffic as George is coming at her. Number 1, little fake, little runner, off the rim, no good.
Oh.
Campbell can't come up with it. 21 goes in off the front of the rim. Gets her own, kicks it out. Number 1 for 3, and it's short. Still can't get it. That's going to go off number 12's foot for Danville. Be out of bounds, be Wildcat ball. They get it in to Taylor. Taylor's going to bring it back across. She crosses the timeline, tries to set everything up. She's going to kick it to Dotson. Dotson's going to bring it back to the top of the key, kick it to Humphrey. Humphrey for 3. Perfect. Got it. Coach Casey's going to get a 30-second timeout right here after the made 3. Lily Mae, it's a good shot.
Yeah, beautiful release there on that one. Gets the Lady Wildcats back within 3. Tomorrow night, 3 games. Well, 2 and kind of a half, I guess. Senior high JV boys going to be in action, along with the senior high girls, and then final game of the evening will be senior high boys. Tomorrow is also Mountain Berg's senior night, so we will be sitting through a little bit. It'll be a little bit of an extended break after the senior high JV boys, but that's what's on tap for tomorrow night. Going to Mountain Berg again. Hopefully this time I'll be able to get a stream out from there. Last time had the power plug issue on the video stuff. So
Yeah, somebody cut the wire. I don't know who done that.
that wasn't on you. That wire was already broke. We tried to fix it.
Number 1 for Danville's got it at the top of the key. Her shot's a little short. She's going to get her own rebound, go up for a layup. It's short. Dodson's going to clear the rebound out of there, kick it over to Taylor. Taylor's going to bring it down. She's going to kick it over to Humphrey. Down the corner to George. Back out to Humphrey. Down to Taylor. Taylor, 10-footer off the glass, no good. Campbell with a rebound, up, no good. George with a rebound, up, no good. Campbell still working on it.
Man.
Kicks it back out to George.
The good news is
George
shot
has
clock
got
is
on
resetting.
number 1, steals it from George as she starts down the floor, and they're going to call a foul on Lauren Taylor for a reach.
Could not get nothing to drop in that sequence.
Hector's going to trap up top, kick it down the high post. Number 1, she's going to kick it over in the short corner, and that shot's good, but number 23. Good looking shot right there from about 15 feet. Humphrey's going to bring it across the timeline, kick it over to George. George is going to save it back to Humphrey. Humphrey's coming across the top, in the middle. Little runner is off. Campbell with another rebound, out to George. 3-pointer rims out. All the way down and then comes out, and they're going to call a push. Coach Casey's looking for a hook on that, and I agree with him.
I would have almost said that the Lady Littlejohn player down there was on the line and before any kind of contact was made. But
21's got it on the wing, kicks down 23. She's shooting it again. That one's off. Dodson's going to come off her hands, going to stay with Littlejohn's. Oh, Taylor with a swat on the pass. They're going to get it back down to number 1. Number 1, they're going to call a block right there, I'm pretty sure, on Dodson. No, there's no 3 on the floor. Okay, yeah, you got it right then.
was it 1-3?
He called it on 3, and there's no 3 out there.
Forgot to throw the 1 in there.
Changed it to 5 there at the end. Number 1 with a shot. A little long there. George is going to clear the backside rebound, kick it over to Humphrey. Humphrey's going to bring it down. She kicks it over. Dotson, Campbell. Campbell's got it. Going to try to kick it to George.
Man.
George is going to come up with it, kick it out to Taylor. Taylor's going baseline, tries to kick it to Campbell, and the pass is a little bit too low. Looks like McConnell's going to check back in here. 3:20 left in the game. Danville's going to walk the cross. Hector's in the 2-3 zone. 12's got it on the wing. She drives in. The ball gets knocked loose. It's on the floor. They're going to call the jump ball. It's going to stay down here with the Little Johns, and the Little Johns coach is going to get a timeout. It's scrappy. 5-point ball game with 3:03 left in the fourth.
Yeah, it's scrappy, it's close, and it's at Danville, which usually it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I can't help it. I talked about that at Hector when that happened, the last game. I was just like, don't like to see it close with Danville. We're getting towards the end, but we are where we are. Kirsten Kessler, I don't believe that you are a real person. scouting boys game for WLU College in South Central Oklahoma. Now, there was somebody else the other night that claimed the same thing. So I don't know who you are, who you think you're trying to con. But
inbounds pass is tipped. McConnell's working on it. Finally get it to number 1. They're going to get Taylor. She reaches around the back. They're going to call her on the arm there. No of those hustle fouls. That's the first on Taylor. They kick it in to number 1. McConnell tries for the steal. Number 3's got it. Kicks it over to 21. All the way over to 23. She goes baseline. Taylor's got her trapped down there in the corner. She's going to walk. They're going to call a jump ball. Okay. Calls a jump ball before the wall because they got a hand on it. Be Hector's ball with 2:42 left here in the 4th. As we got some water on the court. They're going to try to get it wiped up here. Finally got the water found there. Gonna clean it up a little bit with a towel. Willie Mae's going to bring it across, kick it over to George on the right wing. She's going to kick it down to Campbell. Campbell's going to go to work on the inside. Shot's a little long. George comes away with a rebound. They're going to call a foul right there. Who are they going to get? Number 12. I agree with her. I don't know that she was in on that. Either way, it's going to be Hector's ball on the baseline. George is going to kick it in. McConnell's going to pop out. Nobody's going to come get her. McConnell from the wing, just a little long. George is going to come away with it. Nice little layback in there for 2. Keep banging on those boards here with 2:20 left. See what happens. Danville brings it across. Number 1's going to drive in. She's going to slip a little bit, and they're going to call her for a walk. Be a turnover back the Wildcats' way. 2:05 left here as McConnell brings it across, kicks it over to Humphrey. Humphrey back to McConnell. McConnell's going to work it up. Finally going to get a foul called as she goes up. Going to get to go to the line for 2. So McConnell stands at the line. There's 1:55 left in a 3-point ball game. Chance to cut it down to 1. First one's good. Got to score when that clock's sitting still in this situation, for sure. Second one, good. Great job by McConnell. 35-34. Minute 54 left. Just the way you like it, Trey. Number 3 brings it across the timeline, kicks it over 21. 21's all by herself. 3's a little long. Nice box out there. Fight for the ball. George is going to come away with it, and they're going to get a foul called right there on number 3 as George pivots away from her. Had her by the elbow.
And Danville up to 5 team fouls.
Yeah, George is going to go to the line. We're going to be at the line the rest of the night. All 1 minute and 37 seconds of it.
Oh man, these too close for comfort games.
First free throw from George is nothing but the bottom.
Ties it up at 35.
George is set for a second. It's up and good. Hector takes a 1-point lead as Danville's going to trot it across the line here with about 1:30 left when they cross it. Set up an offense. McConnell's out there on 3. They're going to kick it down here to number 1 on the side. Good defense by Hector. McConnell's going to step out, kicks it number 23. 23 is going to drive to the middle, spin at the top, kicks it out to 21. 21 for 3, and it's good. So with 1:09 left, Hector's got the ball as they try to get across the timeline. She's going to kick it to Humphrey to clear the timeline. Kicks it right back to McConnell. McConnell at the top. She's going to drive. Gets hacked. Late whistle, and Danville don't like it. They're going to get number 12 again for a hack right there. That's going to put McConnell at the line. A chance to tie the ball game.
She got a leg swept out from underneath.
Absolutely. McConnell's first is nothing but the bottom. Makes it a 1-point ball game as Little Johns hold the lead here. McConnell with 1 to shoot. Her second's perfect. It's a tie ball game with 54 seconds left as Danville walks it across the line. Should be time for them to have a possession and then us to have a possession by shot clock. We'll see what happens here. Danville's going to use it all, looks like. They're going to kick it around out at the top. Number 3 is going to work it back across. Kick it out to number 1. Number 1 surveying, kicks it in 22. She walks across the middle of the lane. Shot's no good. And McConnell's going to come out of there with a rebound. She's going to work it back across. Number 1's hounding her. And she gets a steal. And she walks. Sure did. She walked.
Whew.
And the clock just kept clicking. I hope he's seen it.
How far did it go? I stopped mine at about 14.
Yeah, it was. I know there was 2 seconds, if not 3, ran off of it from when he blew the whistle, but it's hard to hear. Lots going on.
Now, one of the officials having a chat with both coaches.
We got a timeout, Danville, 30-second timeout. Their coach requested it right before that discussion took place. Should be Wildcat ball with 14 ticks left on the clock unless they adjust it. Yes, went all the way back to 17.
Okay.
I thought there was about 3 seconds ran off, but no, that's just because I looked up at it. We'll have 17 seconds. Tie ball game, just the way you like it, Trey. Hector's ball on the baseline. Got to go the full length.
What is it about this game and these two teams that nobody can just go out and shellac the other? This is one game that I wish that somebody would, you know. I don't want to it's happened twice already. That, I mean, we made the trip out here a couple of years ago, earlier this season. Close one, Hector. This one's going to be right down to the finish itself.
I wish I could see the possession arrow to see which way it's pointed right now. I'm going to say I don't see it on that scoreboard.
Yeah,
I don't see it on the other one either.
They
so I can't. They have it, but it's not lit up.
Yeah.
Hector's going to inbound it to McConnell down here in the corner. McConnell's going to walk it across. McConnell's got it across the timeline. She works it down. They're going to set up an offense here. Now we got a timeout from Coach Casey. He's going to take a full right here, try to set something up with 7.5 seconds left on the clock. Tie ball game. Looks like the ball is probably going to be inbounded right about the 28-foot mark on the other side of the court. It's got a message from an individual. It might be my brother. Whoever's working the clock, they're not starting it, or not stopping it just exactly right.
Is he talking about based on what I'm doing? Because
Well,
mine's a little bit finicky. Mine.
it's a little shaky, but that last time they for sure didn't stop it, and they put it back. So I mean, I don't know if it's going to be enough.
As far as the stream goes, whenever I go and I hit the button for it to start up, like it'll lose
lag.
a second,
Yeah.
and it will knock off too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're 7.5. We're gonna
work on this right here. Now Danville's gonna call a timeout. They're gonna talk over a defense here.
Are they allowed to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
They're gonna call a full. So Coach Casey's gonna get a full 2 minutes to work out a play right here, as Danville's gonna work out some kind of defense. No way that would make me nervous at all.
The basketball version of icing the kicker.
We just need to get the ball in, get a good look. That's your goal right here. Get a good look at the basket, get a good clean shot off.
See the senior boys over there waiting patiently. Their game is up next. See if this one goes to extra or if we got some hijinks that's going to happen at the end of it. I was about to say, do they have two girls in number 23? But no, one of them is 22, one of them is 23. Okay.
All right, 7.5 seconds as Hector's going to inbound the ball. Big Campbell taking it out, completely reset the offense since they reset the defense. We're going to see what happens here. Hector's going to get it into McConnell. McConnell's going to work it down, step back. Long three, just a little short. Danville's going to come away with a rebound. Clock's going to run out on the young lady. And I'll let you announce.
And it's overtime. Oh, boy.
Those of you who paid your admission going to get a little extra tonight.
Yeah.
And those of you at home, get it as well.
So both teams will add a timeout. We'll get a timeout back. So Hector will have 2. Danville will have 3 if I've had everything correct.
I believe that's what they're showing. So I think you'd be correct on that.
We're going to add 4 minutes to the clock.
That's correct. And we're going to start here with Hector with 1 foul to give before free throws are awarded, and Danville has 5, so any foul is going to be free throws for Hector at the moment. I think he just told that lady the fouls go to 0, but I'm pretty sure they don't.
Yeah,
I think they got it correct now.
yeah. Mackenzie George at midcourt.
Yes. Jumping against number 22. Whoop. Yeah, number 1 moved across. He paused. That one's going to go to Danville. Danville's going to clear it. Number 3 is going to bring it down and set up the offense here. Number 1 on the wing, kicks it down to 22. 22 goes up, gets blocked. Great defense right there by Campbell. Standing there like a statue. McConnell's got it on the right wing. She's going to get trapped. Kicked it down to George, down to Campbell. Campbell on the block, dribbles it off her foot, and Danville's able to recover the loose ball. Just nothing feels comfortable right now. Number 3's got it out on top, trying to set it up. McConnell's giving her some fits as she kicks across to number 21. 21 down to the high post. 12 out to number 1. Number 1 for 3, and it's short. McConnell's going to clear the board. And she's going to come down. Number 1's going to steal it. And she's up and good on the layup. George, Hector's got it right back to half court. George is going to bring it across. Kicks it over to McConnell. McConnell's going to set it up. Kicks it over to Humphrey. Humphrey's going to drive. Campbell clears it out. Humphrey's up and good. Going to be an and one right here for Humphrey. Got a chance for the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Had to get a shoot tied. We're setting at 40-40. Foul was on number 22, and that's her 4th. Cannot get it. Campbell gets the rebound, goes back up again. Still can't get it. Number 22 is going to clear that board, and they're going to call the foul this time. And that's going to put number 22 at the line for Danville. I think they called that one on Humphrey, and that's her 3rd. Just had a lid on it tonight for Campbell.
Yeah.
She's trying hard, working her butt off on the rebounds, and just basket had a lid on it. 22's first one's good. Second one's a little short. Campbell with a nice box out right there and clears the board, kicks it out to McConnell. McConnell's going to bring it across. Kicks it over to George. George's going to bring it down, gets stripped from behind by number 1. It's an active young lady. George goes up for the block. She's going to get called for the foul. Might have got her with a body right there. That's going to be 3 on George. It's going to put number 12 at the line to shoot 2 as it's 41-40 Little Johns. 2:27 left. First one is good. Second one in and out. Number 1's going to fight for it, and she's going to tip it out of bounds. It's going to go Wildcat way. Humphrey's going to dribble it across through traffic. Kicks it out to McConnell. McConnell wide open right wing. She's a little off. Humphrey's going to track it down. Kick it to George. Open on the wing. Three's good. Cool. Number 3 is going to walk it across from Danville with 2 minutes left on the clock here. 21 fakes the shot. Kicks it over to 12. Shot from the corner is short. McConnell clears the board. She brings it around, kicks it to Humphrey. Humphrey's going to dribble back across to the middle. Brings it down, kicks it to George. Open again. George is a little short on that one. Fighting for the rebound down there. They throw it out of bounds. It's going to be Wildcat ball as they throw it a little bit wide for the outlet pass over there. See, we've got a timeout. I think we're going to have a timeout by Coach Casey, and it's going to be a full. George had a good look right there. Come up just a tick short.
There's a timeout by Danville. He said white.
Huh. Okay. Where he called it from,
Actually,
I could have swore it
no,
was
wait
right
a minute.
here.
I could have sworn he said white, but they took off one of them for.
He was right here in amongst the bench, so I'm guessing it was Coach Casey. So with 1:36 left, it's 43-42 Wildcats. And it should be Wildcat ball about the 28-foot mark.
Actually, I think it was white because they had 3. We had 2 to start the overtime period. And they took off one. So
Maybe right.
I'll figure it out eventually. If it wasn't, then my poor referee down here has got some color blindness going on. I'm not real sure about him.
We won't poll the audience on that blind part.
No,
I can tell you that.
I'm not trying to take a dig at anybody. I'm just I'm making a funny anything.
We're gonna inbound the ball over here to 28-foot mark. Campbell's gonna be taking it out. Gonna kick it into George right there on the wing. Kick it out to McConnell at the top. McConnell over Humphrey. Humphrey's working on it. Drives in. Gets cut off. Brings it back out. Campbell up to Taylor. Over all the way in the corner to George. Back out to Taylor. Taylor drives in. Kicks it to Campbell in the middle of the lane. Back to Taylor. Taylor kicks it out to George. 15 on the shot clock. Campbell from 16 feet. It's a little long. McConnell with a rebound is up. No good. And that's going to be tipped out of bounds by Taylor over there on that side. It's going to be Little John ball. Number 3 is going to walk it across. Be right out of minute 5 when she crosses. Sets up the offense, kicks it out to 21. 21 back up the top to number 1. In the middle, back out to 3. Kicks it down. Campbell steps in front. Great defense right there. 54 seconds. Hector with a 1-point lead. Hector's going to slow it down. Work on some offense here. Taylor at the top. Has it right at the top of the key. Going to dribble it over. Back to Humphrey. Humphrey's going to come across with a screen from Taylor. Kicks it out to George. George is going to dribble. Middle. Kicks it out to Taylor. Taylor dribbles in. Steps around. Layup. No good. As Danville clears it. Number 3's got it. 28 seconds left. She comes across the timeline. Going to set it up for the last shot right here. Hector's looking for a defensive stand. Kicks it over to 21. Down in the corner, number 1. Kicks it down to the... She's in the middle, and she's good with 11 seconds left. McConnell's got it. She comes down the floor. George is wide open. Pulls up for 3. Hits it! Hits it with 2.4 seconds left. Danville gets the timeout with 2.4. George pulls out to the three-point line and nails one to put Hector up by 2.
What did I say about nonsense in this game? 2.4 seconds. Mine kept on going. What a bunch of nonsense this game is.
Oh, it's what we like to see, though. Step back with confidence and hit one right there.
Oh, my word.
Yes, sir. The boys over there liked it, too, now. They're getting in it. They come up off the floor in a hurry. So it's going to be Danville's ball under the goal. If they're going to add time to this, I would have to disagree with them because I'm sure they're talking about it, but
oh, man.
You just never know.
Like I said, 2 years ago up here, a inbound shot from down here on this other end of the court. Gets to a girl on the outside of the arc. She fires it up. It makes it. Referee holds up 2 fingers. We win by 1 point. I questioned that, and other people concurred. There was a YouTube video made about it. I had to find it later.
I will tell you, she was behind the line.
She was behind the line. And, just craziness, man. That is, like I said, what a bunch of nonsense. Hector and Danville girls basketball.
We've got 2.4 seconds here as Hector's going to try to build a wall at half court. Don't want any baseball passes going too long. Don't want to let them roll it too far. So at 2.7, they're going to get it in down here low. McConnell's going to make her dribble it. She's going to throw one, and it's going to come up short. We got Wildcats winning by 2. 46-44 on a last-second three-pointer by George. Hard-fought game all the way around.
Insane. Absolutely insane.
One of the scrappiest ball games I've watched.
Lady Wildcats took care of business again on a crazy night, crazy game. Now we will wait for the senior boys to make their way out. There'll be 8 minutes on the clock for a break, and we'll get to it. And here come the senior boys. Two 2-0 on the week, hoping to make it 3-0.
Absolutely.
So both teams made their way out. Clock is running. We're going to kick it out to a break. We'll be back with you for the start of the senior high boys game here in just a few minutes, right here on Cat TV. One more game to go. It is the senior high boys. About to get the player introductions coming up right now. I don't expect there's going to be too many changes with the lineup. Looking like a combination of Story, Kaufman, Hull, Mulder, and Landon Keeling.
Mm-hmm.
In blue jerseys instead of white ones, but the white ones are what I've got the graphic made up to be, so.
Last name announced right there, Crane.
Crane.
I tell you what, his daddy's one of the best men I ever shook hands with. Old DJ Crane, as good as they come now.
Football coach returned.
Yes, sir. Good man. It's usually Keeling doing the jumping for Hector.
Yeah.
I won't say nothing's going to change there.
Yeah, I wouldn't figure. It's kind of one of those, if it ain't broke,
Looks like it's going to be Crane jumping against him.
Don't fix it.
Looked like they were flipping a quarter over there, and Keeling's going to come away the tip there, and Kaufman's going to bring it across. They come out in the 3-2 zone against the Wildcats here. Keeling's got it in the center, gets it tipped away. Danville's going to come up with it. 35 is going to kick it over to 10. He's going to cross the timeline. Hector starts out in a man-to-man. Number 2 is going to set up the offense from half court. Going to kick it down to the wing, 35. It gets tipped. Crane comes away with it. Pass fake, jumps up in the air, kicks it down to 2. He's out to Harmon on the wing. Back up 35 at the top, fakes a shot, kicks it over to 10. I believe that's Reynolds. He steps in there, kicks it over to Crane. Crane, little layup off the glass is good. Like I say, I know a few of them. I'll do my best.
Yeah.
As Hector brings it over to the right wing to Kaufman. Back out. Story kicks it back over to Kaufman. Down in the short corner, kicks it out. Kicks it in there to Keeling. Good look down low right there.
Finds
That's
Mulder.
a great look. Mulder stepped in there to the block. Keeling found him. It's good offense. Crane's going to get it thrown off of him. Breakaway. And there it is.
Oh.
You didn't do it, did you?
I didn't. Because it didn't really. Looks like a good layup. Really good layup, Winston.
Winston Hull steps up there, gets it over the rim for the one-hander. 35's got it. Story steals it. Story's got a breakaway. Going up for the layup and just lays it over.
Nearly got up there.
Lays it over. It's good defense by the Wildcats. Started out here. Jumping those passing lanes. Harmon's got it on the right wing. He's going to bring it back out top. Looking for Reynolds. Can't get it. Kicks it over to number 2. 2 dribbles around. Gets a screen. Kicks it back to Harmon. Kicks it back out to 35. Shot fake. Kicks it back down there to Harmon. He's working on the post. Gets stripped by Kaufman. Kaufman gets it down there, and here it is. A one. Danville's going to call a timeout and talk it over. About 3 fast breaks is all they want to see.
Yeah.
Mulder jumps up there and sticks it home.
I tell you what, there's been times I've sat for nearly an entire game without seeing one, but now we're just in a phase where we're just going to do them early. We're just going to get to it quick. You give Mulder too much room on a fast break, he's going to make you pay for it.
I'm going to tell you, for as big and as long as they are, they run the floor as good as anybody I've seen.
Yeah.
They really do.
(8-2), Wildcats ahead.
It's going to be Danville's ball back down here on the baseline.
At 5:35, a few seconds off. There we go.
Danville's going to bring it back in. Two's going to take it off the wing. He's going to get cut off. Surveying, looking. Kicks it out to Harmon at the top. Harmon kicks it over 35.
Oh, Lord. Here we go again.
He got loose. 2 times.
Oh, man.
Mulder's having a night already. Harmon's got it at the top. Little head fake. Bounces it over. Drives on in. Gets the bump. Going to put it on the baseline, I think. Tell you what, I'd try to give him that finish right there. I think they're going to get Kaufman there for bumping him a little bit. 35 is going to take a breather. Number 5 is going to check in for Danville. Danville's having trouble. Reynolds having trouble. Finally gets it over to Harmon. Harmon's going to kick it back out top. Number 2. Number 2 is going to work on Story. Gets cut off. Good help defense right there, Winston Hall. Reynolds comes around the middle. Ooh. Runs into a body. No call. Harmon gets it stripped from behind. Keeling breaks loose with it. Getting hounded. And I mean hounded right there. That's, they're going to call that one on Crane. I don't know. You call him for a reach there. Kaufman's going to set it back up at the top for the Wildcats. He's going to kick it over to Story. Story's going to survey. He's going to kick it all the way back over to Kaufman. Kaufman right up here at the top. Winston Hull's going to cut, get the pass, come up just a touch short. May have got tipped there by Crane.
A little bit of contact, maybe, but not a whole lot.
And 5's bringing it down, kicks it over, gets blocked by Mulder. Keeling clears the block out, kicks it all the way down to Winston Hull. Winston Hull's got it in the corner, kicks it over to Mulder. Mulder steps through, kicks it all the way over to Story. Story from the right corner, and it's good. Like to see that. Young man's been a little bit of a drought. Picked me up right here. Well, that's what I want to see.
Say that. You know, I said something about that to Coach Freeman earlier today, and he said, well, he had 19 the other night. I'm like,
he did.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm just talking about from out there beyond that arc.
Yeah, he did a lot of his work on the inside.
He did. Harmon kicks it down to Reynolds. Reynolds, nice little shot fake there. Going to get Winston from behind there with a foul. I mean, no downside to that young man by saying that.
No.
I'm just that guy that
we've watched him make 30 points, do some of these things, and then have a game or two where he's not been quite as on.
I'll tell you, he's as good as they come. The first one for Reynolds is good. Second one rims off. Keeling is going to clear the board. Kicks it down to Story. Story's going to step in, goes by Harmon, up for the layup. It is rims out. He gets his own rebound, tries to go back up, and draws the foul. That's what makes him so good. Yeah. He plays like a big guy, even though he's not huge. He can get up there with the big guys, and he plays with them very, very well. And when everything's not falling, he knows to go to the rim, and that's a big deal. First one from him's good. He throws it in. Story's got a chance to put one more on the board here. Goes up for it. It is good. That makes it 15-3 Wildcats here with 3:28 left in the first. One night break seems to help them on the start.
Right.
See how they finish. Crane kicks it over to Harmon. Harmon's looking as he dribbles around the top. Kicks it back over to Reynolds. Reynolds got it on the right wing. Surveying. Hector's everywhere. Crane's got it. Comes around, kicks it out to Harmon. Harmon's going to drive, get on the baseline, fall away, rims out. Kaufman clears. Kaufman brings it down. He's going to get slapped from behind and a no call.
Goodness.
And Kaufman's going to get back on top of it. You call the first one, but who knows? See what they call here. Call a jump ball, maybe. That's what they did. Looks like it. Yeah,
Yes,
jump
sir,
ball.
yeah.
Going back Little John's way. Hector got the tip. Be number 2 bringing it across the timeline. Kicks it over in the corner to Harmon. Harmon drives baseline, and that's going to be a charge. Kaufman stepped in there and took the charge.
I'll tell you what, that kid
Takes a bunch of them,
is a
man.
specialist at the charge. And he is, in his career, he has just been beat to death.
You'd never know it if you asked
I know.
him.
Like I said, I've talked about it before. Him and his brother are both.
Yeah. Kaufman's going to get up at the charge and bring it across the timeline, kick it to Story. Story from about 28 feet, just a bit long. Winston Hull up there after it, gets knocked loose. 13 for Danville comes out with it, kicks it over to Cranes. He's going to work it across the timeline. Comes back across the middle, kicks it to the corner. Number 2's got it on the wing now. He's working on Story. Kicks it out top. Number 13 going to kick it down to 5. 5 is going to hand it back to Crane. Crane tries to dribble through traffic. Can't get there. It breaks loose. Ball gets tipped by Danville and going to get out of bounds to be Hector's way right here on this side. Hector's going to sub in a couple here and give some people breathers.
McLaughlin
Looks
and
like
Stanek.
Mulder and Hull is going to step out, take a no.
Mulder and Story.
Mulder and Story going to step out and take a break. Kicks it over to Stanek. Stanek's looking. Kicks it back to McLaughlin. Winston Hull on the cut. Gets through there, gets him up in the air, and the ball's going to get stuck. It's going to be a jump ball. Should stay with the Wildcats down there on the baseline. Big Kaufman, the inbound here. Oh, Winston gets the step, goes up two-handed.
There you go.
We see that from Mulder a lot. Winston got his turn. I like it. Everybody goes for that handoff, boy. That's good stuff.
What is that, 4 dunks we've seen?
Yeah.
You want to count that first one by Winston?
I started to say, what are they going to call a walk here?
Yeah, they need to.
So that's going to be a turnover. He's trying to back in the lane. Hector got a hand on it. Kaufman's going to bring it across the timeline, kick it down to Hull. Hull's going to kick it out. Stanek from the top. Quick release. Ball's up. No good. Tater working hard for them rebounds down there. Hull's going to step back in. Back to Tater. 10-footer's a little off. Keeling gets the rebound. Works it back in. He's going to get fouled and go to the line.
Getting beat to death down underneath as well.
It's a hard-working bunch on them boards. Boy, I like to watch them. Keeling's first is good. Second from Keeling's good. Be number 2 bringing it across for Danville here. 1:08 left. He picks it up. He's getting hounded out there. Stanek is all over him. Kicks it over to Harmon. Harmon to 35. 35 is going to kick it back across Reynolds. Winston Hull got a hand on it. Could not get the second tip from Danville. It's going to stay Little John's ball as Baker's going to step in and give Kaufman a little bit of a breather here. Baker's going to be up guarding the guy at the top. 13's got it on the wing now. Harmon's got it on the far side, kicks it to Reynolds. Reynolds driving, dishes it off and gets blocked there by Hull. Second time up, and gets it in. That was number 2 right there, right before the shot clock kicked off. Hector brings it down. Winston's already down there. Reverse layup's good with some contact, and they're going to count it. They're going to get Reynolds with a bump there as he goes up and under. Great play, Winston Hull.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they take it out of the net, and they're right back on you. You better be ready. Hull from the line's going to finish off the 3-point play. Going to make it 22-5 here with 26 seconds left in the first. Number 2 brings it across, directing traffic. Baker's on him. He kicks it over to 13. 13's going to walk it back up top. Kicks it down the corner to 25. Kicks it all the way back out to number 2. Number 2's going to work it across. Gets double teamed. Tater's on the floor after the ball. McLaughlin's working right there, ladies and gentlemen. He's working hard. Great job, Tater.
Clock stops with 3.5 left.
Possession error on the jump ball is going to belong to Little Johns.
Keep it down here.
Going to kick it in 35. McLaughlin's on him. He pulls up. It's going to be a bit short. It's going to be the end of the first. Wildcats 22, Danville 5.
Just, continuing the role that they're on so far. This, like I said, earlier in the week, had a little bit of a scrappier Hackett and JC Westside than we figured we were going to see.
Yes, sir.
And, but so far so good.
They're relentless on that defense.
Oh, yeah.
Relentless. And relentless on the boards. They get after it.
I'm going to ask again, Kirsten Kessler in the YouTube chat. Who are you? Because I don't know you. I don't recognize your name. You're talking like somebody that is not really scouting. I mean, that was your story earlier, but anyway, I feel like somebody's just trying to troll me. It's probably somebody from another organization that I'm not going to talk about.
As we start the second quarter here, it's going to be Wildcat ball.
Then again, it might be Shane Martin. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. He has several different aliases on YouTube.
Yeah. Story's going to come around, step through.
No
tough call there. Number 2 is going to bring it down, kick it to Harmon. Harmon's going to come down and kick it over to number 13. 13's in there with it, and he's going to walk. Yeah, I thought he might have changed feet there. Just had trouble getting a hold of it, and he was in there with all the trees and didn't have nowhere to go. Stanik's going to bring it down. Bring it back across to the center of the court. Kicks it down to Story. Story's going to kick it out to Baker. Over to Stanik. Stanik shot fake. Dribbles in. 10-footer. Nothing but the bottom.
Man.
It's a good-looking shot. Good move there by Stanik. As number 2 brings it up. Baker's working on him. He comes around the right side. It's going to be stripped by Tater. Might get him for a foul. Yeah, they're going to call him on a foul on that. McLaughlin steps out there. Said he got him on the arm a little bit. Ball gets inbound to 13 on the wing. Tater's not going to get called for that one. He's going to take it away from him. Stanik's going to bring it down. Steps to the center, kicks it to Story wide open on the wing. Just a bit long on that one. As they got a trap down here, as they're going to get it out to Harmon. Harmon's going to bring it across the timeline here. He kicks it over to 2. They're going to set up their offense. Kicks it down to 35. Cut there by Reynolds. He steps through. Layup's no good. Tater can't gather it. This time, Mulder comes away with it. As he dribbles out, he's going to get hit on the arm right there. Looks like number 2 going to get him on the backside. Stanek's going to bring it in across the timeline. Kicks over the Story on the cut right in the center of the lane, about a 5-footer, and that's unstoppable. Harmon's going to walk it across with 6:19 left in the second. McLaughlin supplying the defense 35. Gets it down to 12.
Ooh,
Crane goes up, and Crane's going to get fouled there on the try. He'll go to the line for 2.
Story kind of swung around, may have gotten away with a little bit of contact there.
They're going to get Stanek for that one. First one, Crane's good. Second one's a little long. Mulder's going to clear the board and leave out of there with it. Pull out, kick it to Story. Story's going to kick it all the way across to Stanek. Wide open, nothing but the bottom. Harmon's going to bring it across the timeline. Little John's. Kicks it all the way across here to 35. Tater's got him. He knocks it loose. Baker grabs it, kicks it to Stanek. Kicks it all the way down to Story. Story's up, layup, no good. And Mulder can't grab it. He's going to be knocked out there by Harmon. Hector will inbounds on the baseline. Kicks it back a little bit wide. Mulder. Fake handoff didn't work that time. Mulder tried to kick it back. Got Story just a little wide for him to get a hold of. Reynolds going to bring it down, kick it over to Crane. Crane's going to work it back to the middle. Kick it over to Reynolds. Mulder's going to be hounding him, and it's going to go off his leg back the Wildcats' way. It's a lot running at you when Mulder's coming at you head on. They're going to kick it down to Tater. Like I said, it don't take us long to get there. They're probably going to get Crane on that one. Nope, they're going to get 35 on that one. Had him by the arm. Tater's going to go to the line and shoot 2. First one from McLaughlin's off to the right. Winston Hull's going to check back in for Baker and give him a breather. Tater's second attempt, rims out, off to the left. Reynolds is going to clear it, kick it over to number 2. He's going to bring it down. Back over to Crane. Crane's going to work it back over and get it to Harmon. Harmon kicks it over too low to hang on to. Reynolds couldn't gather it up. Be out of bounds, be Wildcats ball. 4:56 left here in the second. Winston Hull steps out, surveying. Screen there, steps out. Story's got it, cuts to the middle, little layup up and under. Beautiful move right there, Story. So many weapons.
31-6.
He's going to kick it down to Reynolds. Reynolds working from the free throw line. Can't get no space. And that pass gets thrown back to him. Tater gets another one. Stanek's loose with it. Kicks it down to Hull. Hull's up. One-handed.
Golly.
Man, they're on it tonight.
They're just clowning at this point. Just clowning around.
Hull's sitting out here on Crane. Just waiting on a pass in the lane. They kick it down. Nice cut there. And
Ooh.
gets it thrown back to him by Mulder. Hull again. Off and alley-oop off the glass.
I got to show that one.
Stuck it in the bottom. Now they're clowning.
Oh, golly.
Number 2 kicks it out. Reynolds in the corner. He's going to be short. Rebound, Story. Story down to Hull.
Oh, man.
Hull's there.
Oh, good
And
layup.
he nice little layup and in. Coach Freeman staring at the bench awful hard after the alley-oop off the glass. Number 2's got it all the way back down here on this end again. Working on Story. Tater steps into him. Going to get called for a body check there.
Yeah, I tell you what, if at any point you could ever say
Dougie Austin's going to step in. Go
anybody's
ahead.
built the doomsday machine, Coach Freeman has got one right now.
Dougie Austin's going to step in here for McLaughlin. They're going to kick it all the way out. Looks like Harmon's got it out there at the top. He's going to dribble over. Winston goes for the steal, can't get it. Stanek goes for the steal, can't get it. Kicks it down to number 2. Number 2 kicks it over to Harmon. Harmon's up and
blocked.
Mulder's going to block it. Harmon's going to go again this time. Mulder can't get his footing to get back up there. Good play right there by Clayton Harmon.
Had to give Mulder a little bit of a shove to create some space.
It's hard to do. It's a good play by Harmon right there. Kicks it down. Dougie under the goal, little up and under reverse. I like it. Made himself available. That's good stuff right there, Landon Austin. 13's going to kick it over to 2. Kick it in. Austin's going to knock it loose. Mulder's got it. Kicks it down the floor. Story's got it. Story's up. Going to get fouled right there by Harmon on the layup. Going to go to the line for a couple. Story's first one's nothing but the bottom. Mulder's going to step out. Winston Hull's going to step out. Keeling's going to give him a breather, and looks like Kaufman.
Yep.
Second one for Story's good. Having a night. 13's going to bring the cross timeline for Danville. Going to slip a little bit. Lob pass. Kaufman's there. They're going to get Kaufman for a foul. Yeah, he come down on top of his shoulder. Pass comes over here to Harmon. He turns right back into Keeling. And little floater's no good. Kicks it out. Kaufman's got it. He breaks loose with it. Kicks it to Story in the corner. Story up and good.
Golly.
He heard me talking about him. If that's what it takes, I'll talk about you every night, young man. Great looking shot. Kicks it over to Harmon at the top on a little bounce pass. Harmon breaks through. Little runner's no good. Story clears a big board right there. Kicks it down to Austin's running the floor. Austin just can't gather it up. I mean, just a fingertip too long right there. It's a good look. Good try. Story, great job, young man. He's going to take a breather.
Baker back in for Story. I believe that's what I saw.
Danville's coming back across the timeline here. 13's going to lead it. Hector's gotten a little 2-3 matchup zone. Keeling's going to come away with a steal. Baker picks up the loose ball, kicks it to Kaufman. Kaufman to Keeling. Great run of the floor right there, landing Keeling. Good look, Kaufman. That's what it's all about. Back in the 2-3 zone, set up. Number 2's going to drive, kick it out. Harmon picks up his dribble all the way over to Reynolds, just a little tall off the fingertips. Going to go back Wildcat way. 35 is going to check back in, give Reynolds a little bit of a breather here.
104 officially. Went a little bit long.
Kaufman's going to bring it across the timeline. Kick it over to Stanek. Stanek down to Keeling. Kicks it all the way over to Kaufman. Kaufman's going to get bumped there by number 2. Great job helping him up. Hustle plays are hustle plays.
Yep.
Oh, get it in the Stanek in the corner, and he's going to hit it.
Golly.
That slipped up on me. I didn't even see him throw it in. Stanek slipped out there in the open, hit him another one. Makes it 49-8 with 36 ticks left on the clock here. Harmon's going to get it out wide on the wing, kick it down to number 5. Back out to Harmon, back across to number 2 at the top. Drives in, kicks it to 13. 13's going to drive. Kaufman's going to take it away from him. Clear it inbounds right here as he's going to pull it back out top, kick it over to Stanek. Stanek shot fake, pass fake, goes up 15-footers, a little long. Austin's going to save it inbounds. Could not quite get it to Baker, and they're going to get Stanek for a body check there, just trying to stop the fast break with 10 seconds on the clock.
And that's going to be a 5th foul for Hector.
Yeah, they're going to come down here and shoot 2. Looks like it's going to be number 2 shooting them.
And I believe from the way it looks down in the corner, we're going to have the pie auction going on again at halftime. Let's see how much this next round wants to go for.
Number 2's a little long on his first one. Well, I'll tell you, they're too rich for this old boy, I can tell you. Second one's off. Keeling clears the rebound, and I mean, he is gone with it. As he comes down the floor, and he gets bumped into, they're going to call that on Keeling right there. Keeling gets up with a smile on his face like, So 3.7 left. I believe it's going to be number 5 shooting some free throws for the Little Johns here. First one rattles in and then bounces out. These rims are tough. Have been all night.
Boys haven't been too affected by them. Girls finally found a way to through it. But everybody better get ready because, like I said earlier, this is the host site for district for senior high.
Hector gets it in. Stanek from half court. Had it lined up, just come up about 2 foot short.
And that brings us to halftime. Wildcats nearly at half 100. 49-8 over Danville so far. Hey, do a good job, man. For somebody that's only been doing this since what, a few games back?
Yeah.
JC Westside. First time he ever put on the headset at JC Westside. And sometimes, man, you just got to find yourself a groove, and you found it.
I do enjoy it. But I sure wish I was half as good as Shane Martin. That guy is good at it, and I'll give him a shout-out right here on the radio.
Right. Shane up in probably, I'd say, Indiana. Hopefully he's been able to tune in and watch a little bit. I don't know how much he bounces around and watches different ones. But anyway, like I said, the pie auction's getting ready to get kicked off again. I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to a short break. We'll be back with you. We'll try to let you know how much some of these pies are going to cost. We'll be back with you for the second half here in just a little bit. All right, welcome back to Danville. And like I said, halftime probably hit right about the time that Danville really needed it to hit. 49-8, your score at the half. Wildcats in firm control here. And Wes, did you get down there to see?
I did. I got down there and shook Coach Crane's hand. I never make a trip to Danville without shaking that man's hand.
Oh, forgot to set my time. I suspect that this second half will go by pretty quick. .41 lead. Mercy rule will definitely be in effect. So,
yes, sir.
Everybody be paying attention because you blink, you'll miss it. Danville going to have it first to start us off in the second half. Here we go.
Danville's going to kick it across. Looks like Crane's got it on the right wing here. He's going to kick it back up to number 2. He's going to work it around the top, kick it over to Harmon. Harmon's going to kick it right back out. Hector's starting out in that 3-2 zone. Harmon's got it on the wing again. Kicks it down low, gets tapped. And number 10 comes, nice move right there to get around Mulder.
Got the friendly roll on that one.
That's a nice move just to get around those arms of Mulder right there. It's a good shot by Reynolds. Puts Danville on the board right here in the second half early. Winston steps through.
Oh.
Running move. Keeling going to try to get the rebound. They're going to have a jump ball, and that's going to probably stay under the goal down here with the Wildcats. Winston couldn't quite finish that one.
I was afraid he might have taken a few extra steps.
Kick it out to Keeling. Kick it right back out to Story. Story dribbles in. Kicks it back down to Keeling. Keeling's up. No good. Keeling's down with it. Up again. Going to get fouled this time. Going to go to the line. Shoot 2. I think it was 12, got him on the arm. Could have picked your poison there, I believe.
Clock stopped at 7:02. Why?
Yeah, I don't know why we're stopping the clock. I guess they want to get their money's worth.
Okay. Keeling gets the first. 7:02 is what they show. I'm just going to leave mine where it's at until it gets lined back up.
Keeling's able to hit them both. Makes it 51-10. Number 2 is going to walk it across the timeline. And kick it over to Reynolds. Reynolds down to Crane. Crane's working it in the corner. Kicks it back out to number 2 at the top. Drives down, kicks it to Crane. Crane's in the trees, gets blocked by Keeling. Kicks it all the way over in the corner. 35 with a three-pointer, a little long. Keeling's going to clear the board out to Kaufman. Hector's running, kicks it all the way down to Mulder. Mulder's up with a nice layup. Tell you, they take it, and they're on you in a hurry. You cannot go to sleep. Harmon's going to walk it across the top as Hector's pulling 5 off. Going to do a wholesale sub here in just a second, 2. A little jump stop in the lane, a little long. Mulder's going to clear it. Going to try to dribble it out of there. Number 2 is going to fight it off of him. Be Wildcat ball on the baseline. Wholesale sub. Looks like we got McLaughlin going back in. We got Landon Austin going back in. Brewer Story's in there, and then Stanek and Baker. Got Dougie over on the right side. Tater under the goal. As Stanek's going to bring it down. Danville's in a 3-2 matchup zone. Baker's going to kick it over to Stanek. Stanek, quick release, nothing but the bottom.
Golly.
Number 2 is going to bring it across. Oh, that ball got tipped right there by Story.
I don't understand stopping the clock. I just don't get it. Ben may tell him to put 100 on. And I'm not sure if my board can handle 100.
35 takes it in, kicks it back to Reynolds. Austin's got his hands up. Oh, they're going to get him with a body right there. Say Coach Freeman's going to go back to man-to-man right here. Reynolds is going to be inbounding. He kicks it down 12. Baker's on him. Crane steps through. He's going to get fouled by Baker over the top right there. Good move there by Crane. Stepping through.
Passing around the sign-out sheet.
Crane hits his first. Gonna be looking at one more. Second one's good as well. Good trip to the line there.
Nope.
Oh, Austin comes down, grabs it, goes up, reverse layup's good. Stanek, give him a look. I'm telling you, they take it out of the net, and they're already on you. I'd say Mr. Crane might have a bloody lip right here, and they're going to have to get him out at the end of that. Yeah, number 5 is going to check in from him, going to get him cleaned up. Hopefully get him back out here as quick as possible. Number 2 comes across, working on Baker. He gets stripped. Brewer Story got a hand in there and stripped it. Harmon's got it, kicks it all the way over to 10. Reynolds goes in.
Oh,
he's going to get bumped there with the body by Tater and draw that foul.
5:12. Clock is continuing to stop. Why? I have no clue. I'm just going to stop worrying about it. Try to pay attention, but
Reynolds first is good.
while we were on break, I had a message from Mandy Garrigus. Said she appreciated being able to watch. She just, I guess, had a surgery.
Yes.
Did not know.
Second one rolls off.
But
Dougie's going to clear it, kick it down to Story in the corner, kick it right back out. Down to Dougie at the high post, works in, 10-footer, little long, gets tipped out. Harmon's going to clear it. Brewer Story's working on him in the backcourt, going to get called for a foul right there. A little too tight on him, got both hands on him.
glad we're able to bring this to you, Mandy, and hopefully you're resting and recovering.
Yes, hope the best. Two's going to bring it down, kick it over to 13. 13's going to kick it down to 35. Back out the corner, number 5. His shot's good. That's a good-looking shot right there. Quick release. Stanik's right back down the floor. Kicks it over to Brewer Story. Kicks it over to Baker. Stanek thought about it. Pulls it out. Austin in the corner. Back to him again. Didn't think about it that time. It's off a little long. Tater's going to save it out to Baker. Back out to Austin. At the top, kicks it down. Tater's got it going to work on 35. Shot's a little off. Number 2's going to clear it and bring it out across the timeline with it. Harmon's got it. Comes across the center.
Oh.
And they're going to call a block right there. Looks like on Brewer. See, they got him a little too much body.
Something I just thought of. They may be waiting till the fourth quarter to go ahead and run the clock. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Last thing I'm going to say about it. I get told that I obsess about clocks too much. I'm a stickler for time.
First shot from Clayton Harmon's good. He'll still be at the line for one more. McLaughlin's going to come out. Stanik's going to come out. Second one rims in. That's good. Brewer Story's going to bring it across the timeline. Picks up his dribble. Well, Mountain Man's in there.
Yep.
So I didn't see him check
Drew
in.
Newport, QB1, just signed with Lion
Austin
yesterday.
at the top. Shot fake. Steps through. All the way to go. A little bit long on his layup. Little strong. And kick it over to number 2. Number 2's going to work it on the right wing. Baker's got him. He kicks over 13 on the cut across the top. Little left-handed runner is no good. Austin's going to clear it. Kick it out to Newport. Newport's going to slow it down across the timeline. Set everything up here. Kicks it over. Mountain Man goes in. Partially blocked. Kicks out to Story. Newport steps back. Three-pointer. Little long. Gets kicked all the way back out. They're probably going to call that a Wildcat ball. I believe number 2's the one got his hand on it last there. Newport gets it in. Works it over. Kicks it over to Story. Wide open three-pointer. Might have got touched off the rim. Newport's back up with it. Hands it to Story. Story loses it going down the lane.
Story may have got popped in the forehead.
Baker's going to set up. Oh. Probably going to get Newport right there as he come down on it. Yeah. Going to send Clayton Harmon to the line here to shoot 2. 2:51 left in the third. 58-18. First one, Harmon's good. Brewer Story's going to check out.
I saw a message in the YouTube chat. Hector has never won a basketball state championship. Hasn't won a state championship in anything. We've come close.
I was there. I know.
First one, I think. Yeah. Y'all just had the bad luck of Shiloh Christian and Gus Mel's on.
That's correct.
I still hate that man.
Millsaps kicks it back up. Newport drives in, kicks it to Austin. Austin kicks it all the way back out to Baker. Baker shot fake, drives in to the goal, up and under, no good. Newport to Austin right in the middle. Austin's shot left it a little bit short right there as they come down. I believe that's Campbell checked in over there, isn't it? Austin with a block right there. Cannot get the second one, but he's going to clear the board and come out of there with it. He's going to kick it down to Newport. Newport gathers it up, goes around. Oh, going to call a block right there on 3-5 as Newport was moving sideways. He slid over underneath him. Newport's going to go to the line for 2.
Pass by Dougie looked a lot like one of them Newport passes on the gridiron. He just roared back and fired down the left side.
Even had it on the sideline side to keep it away from the defense. Newport's first here. And rims in and out. Halfway down and comes out.
But basketball back in 2001-2002 season, made it to Pine Bluff, played for the state title against a very good Poen team. Came up just a little bit short in that one.
I believe that was Mr. Ben Freeman.
That was Ben, and head coach was Walt Davis at the time.
Yeah. Second shot's no good there by Newport. Going to be cleared out. 35 is going to bring it across the timeline. Millsaps is on him. He's going to kick it over to 13. 13 is going to work it down the top of the key. Kick it back over to 35. 35 surveying. Puts it on the floor. Harmon's going to put it on the floor, go to the middle of the lane. Nobody's there. Newport narrowly missed the block right there. No, it's Baker. Couldn't quite get it blocked as they are man-to-man covering Campbell in the middle of the court. Millsap's going to go across in there with the trees. Tries to go up with the left and misses. They're going to call a walk on him. With 1:33 left, 58-22, Hector leads.
We should have been done with this quarter and halfway through the next one at this point.
Number 2's got it on the wing, puts a move on, gets stopped. Number 5's got it, trying to work his way in, kicks it back to number 2. Number 2 goes up, hands it off number 5. That's good offense. He can't finish. Story's working on it. Baker's going to come away with it, step through. Throws it to Newport, and Newport runs it down in the corner. Good hustle right there by Newport. Going to kick it back out to Campbell. Going to set it up. Campbell kicks over to Baker. Baker's going to walk it back up top. Newport, shot fake, head fake, goes all the way through, left-handed hook, and he's going to get fouled right there by number 5. Newport's going to go back to the line for 2 more. Newport's first one rims in and out again. Second one's good. Callhorn's going to check in for Newport right here and give him a breather. Campbell's got number 2 out top. So he works it around, gets tied up. 35 with a quick release, comes up short. Story's going to clear the rebound on the backside and bring it out. So he brings it across the timeline, still working on it, kicks it over. Mountain Man in the corner, sets his feet, nothing but the bottom. Good looking shot right there.
It was.
13 drives in. The little runner's good off the glass. It's a good looking shot as well. Campbell's going to bring down, got 5. Kicks it all the way down to Mountain Man. Drives in, shots up. It's going to be out of bounds.
That's going to do it for the third quarter. Finally, we made it.
Hector's lead 62-24.
Still in the margins of mercy rule. So if we're going to let Danville just keep doing this with the clock and letting them make it look a little bit more respectable, then Ben just needs to put the starters back in.
I figured they got their names on chairs at the 5 seats at the end if I was guessing, but they are fun to watch. Anybody who hadn't got to come out and watch them in person,
oh yeah,
man, they're fun to watch.
Yeah, we finished up our time at the at home in the multi-purpose building.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. We're going to have David Warren in as we start the fourth here for the Wildcats. It'll be him, Campbell, Callhorn, Brewer Story, and Millsap. So Mountain Man going to stay on the floor. Number 2 is going to bring it across the timeline for Danville. Kick it over 21. 13 cuts through, gets cut off. 13 throws up one. Callhorn clears the rebound, gets it to Campbell. They're going to call the foul right there on number. I'm not sure who they called it on. Somebody slapped Callhorn on the arms. He's trying to get it out. Hey, Trey, if it makes you feel any better, the clock's running.
There we are.
Story's going to inbound it to Campbell. Campbell's going to bring it across the timeline. About 7:27 left. He's going to kick it over here to Millsap. He's going to dribble back up top. It's 2-3 matchup zone. He's going to throw it over Story's head. Brewer just not tall enough to catch that one. Young lady in the stands going to give it back to us.
He went up about 2 rows up.
Yeah.
He had to go fishing for it.
Number 2 is going to bring it across. Kick to number 5. He's cut off. Brewer Story playing good defense right there. Kicks it back out top. 13's got it. Surveying. Tries to drive. Cut off by Callhorn. Callhorn knocks it loose. Almost steals it. 13 brings it around. Tries to throw it in. Campbell knocked it loose. 2 steps through. Layup's good. Fancy footwork there by number 2. Campbell's going to bring it across. Kick it to Warren. Kicks it down to Millsap. Millsap's going to the hole. Kicks it over. Campbell's up and good. Good look right there by Millsap. We're going to have a timeout by Coach Freeman to get a couple of subs in. Looks like Lane McGee.
Lane McGee and Riley Allen.
Riley Allen's going to step in, yeah. I've seen 2 of them get up. Didn't know which 2 it was. They're in a 1-3-1, trapping out at the top. And they get it over the side, number 21. 13's going to come around the corner. Gets cut off. Good defense right there by Lane McGee. He steps out, gets a hand in the face. Shot's a little long. Danville can't track it down. That's going to be Wildcat ball. Lane McGee's going to be inbounding here to Campbell with 5:50 left on the clock. McGee's going to ease over here to the wing. Gets it kicked to him. He's wide open. Allen, left-hander, up and in. Nice little 10-footer right there by Allen. That's a good-looking shot. Callhorn gets up, puts the pressure on number 2. Got a little help side there. Kicks it down. That's a good look. Number 5 can't hit, goes back up. Still can't hit. 3 times he's going to get fouled that time, and it's going to count.
He'll go to the line for an extra.
They're going to get Allen for that one. He's trying to finish 3-point play. Can't get it done. Allen's going to clear it. Number 2 is going to catch him on the arm, get called for a foul right there. This is going to be his 4th. Campbell brings us across the timeline. Going to be about 4:38. Kicks it over to McGee. McGee down in the corner to Callhorn. Ball's stagnant. Callhorn's going to take it to the top. Hits Campbell on a cut. Back to Callhorn. Steps in. Kicks it down.
Warren.
Oh, David Warren just a little short on the jumper there. Oh, he gets it back on the steal. Kicks it back out to Campbell. Campbell steps in. Shoots over number 5 and hits the bottom of it. It's a good move right there by Campbell as Warren slips in there and tries to take the inbound pass. 13 comes down the floor with it. Picks it up, getting trapped. David Warren comes away with it on the loose ball. He gets it knocked away from him. Tell you what, it's a free-for-all right now. Number 2 comes around, comes up. Nice little runner right there in the middle of the lane. Campbell's already coming back across the timeline with it. Wasting no time. Puts a move on 13. Going to the goal. Nobody picks him up. Nice move, Campbell right there. Shake and bake. Goes all the way to the hole with it.
Wildcats hit the 70 mark again.
Got a trap out here with Lane McGee and Callhorn. Callhorn still slipping behind. Number 2 walks it in. Campbell's going to try to clear it.
Campbell got whacked in the head there.
Gets it cleared. He's going to come out of there with it. So he comes around. Nobody's going to get him. Step through layup just a bit long. 21 bringing it down the left-hand side. He loses it. Callhorn picks it up. Callhorn loses it. 21. Callhorn gets it back. Campbell kicks it over to Callhorn. Wide open. Sets his feet just a little long. 15 clears the board for Danville. They're going to bring it back across the timeline a little slower this time. 13's got it. Callhorn takes it away from him. Callhorn breaks loose.
Up there.
Oh, he tries. Can't get it done. He's out of bounds when he comes down.
Oh, Lord.
It's worth a try, though. Attaboy. Ridge Weigel's going to check in for Campbell. As Danville brings it across the timeline, it's going to be about 2:13 left here in the fourth. Kicks it out to 21. Lane gets over there, cuts him off. McGee gets down, slaps it on the trap, gets it down to number 3 on the loose ball. Harmon for 3, a little short. Allen clears the board, kicks it out to Warren. Warren's going to bring it down. Surveying, nobody comes and gets him. Stops, pulls up, a little bit long. Lane McGee working hard over there trying to save it. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that is, I know it is, I believe that's Crane has had to change jerseys because of some blood. Yeah. He's wearing number 3 now. Clayton Harmon goes in there, gets it lost. Ridge Weigel working hard to get the loose ball. Crane goes up. Warren's going to clear it out. Warren surveying the floor, pulls it out, takes his time. Kicks it down to Callhorn. Callhorn down in the corner to Allen. Allen can't get a hold of the pass. Here comes Crane down the floor. Weigel's back. And I tell you, working hard still to get back. Crane takes it all the way. He's going to get fouled on his shot there. He'll go to the line for 2 with 1 minute on the clock.
So go ahead and just let you know that tomorrow night, like I said earlier, we'll be in Mountainburg. I will. Wes, will you be in Mountainburg? Will you make another trip back? You've already been there once.
Well, if you need my help, sir, I will do everything I can do to get there. That's a fact.
If you want to be there, then
both shots are down.
I'll sure use the help.
All right. I'll do everything I can do. Campbell's going to clear it out here at the top. 25 seconds left. Coach Freeman going to kick it over in the corner to David Warren. He's going to drive. Little runner off the glass. No good. Allen back up. No good. They kick it out. 13's got it with 13 seconds left. Dribbling in traffic. Clears it out. Pretty fancy dribbling right there. He's kicking it over to Harmon on the wing. Harmon kicks it back down. Crane back out to Harmon. Steps over. Sets his feet. Three-pointer's good. Good shot right there, Clayton Harmon.
Oh, I gave it to the wrong team. Sorry. Final score official, 70 for the Wildcats, 35 for Danville. Hold on. Nope, went too far on that one. Anyway, they've wiped the score off anyway. 70 to 35. Yeah. But another big win for the Wildcats. Some good minutes played for some of the
youngsters we're going to be seeing next year.
Yeah, the youngsters. Sure. I don't know what happened. I just froze. But like I said, tomorrow night be at Mountainburg. And
got a JV game and then 2 regular games, right?
JV senior boys, and it's also going to be Mountainburg senior night, like I said. So there will be a pause in between JV senior boys and then the senior girls game. But like I said, another good night for the Wildcats. Clean sweep. Junior girls, senior girls, and senior boys, all winners tonight. But like I said, get ready because we'll be back right here in Danville for the senior high district tournament coming up here in about a little bit more than a week now.
You bet.
So I think with that, going to go ahead, shut it down, get it all packed up. Me, Wes, both of us, we'll see you tomorrow from Mountainburg, maybe. if Wes decides to show up.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Anyway, till then, everybody have a good rest of your night. Go Cats.